Oh fuck! We're actually starting this shit on fucking time.
We're starting on time. Shit.
Crazy.
You know what? Yep. Let's jump on in then.
Hold on.
Hold on. Oh, we're starting on time. Hold on.
It's still 8. Go.
All right. Live from Studio 511. It's the 244th edition of Houston Wrestling Radio. This is Abel.
This is Arnold. This is Travis.
Yeah, dude, Travis. Fuck, I tell you, day after day, you need to get out of the house and get some sun. You a burnt motherfucker.
I know.
That's Arnold. That's Chris. Why do you purposely want to confuse?
This week I'm Green Day says the name on my work shirt.
You're trying to purposely confuse our listeners. Poor guys. Yes. But
dude, thrice is in 4 months.
Yeah. Wait. What day?
On a Wednesday. Yeah. You have 4 months to shoot the flare, and it better not be a female that answer.
Yeah. Abel will be doing a solo show on November the 8th.
On November the 8th. Hey. All right.
His first solo show.
Nice.
His first wrestling solo.
Yeah, his nickname is Han.
Ooh. Oh my. All right. If you guys are joining us live, thank you so very much. We appreciate you tuning in on time.
We're barely on time.
Yeah. If you aren't live, log in to your Google account or to your YouTube account, and I'll see you here in our live chat. And then you could, talk along with us. You could ask us questions, talk smack, call us out on our bullshit, or fact check us, or whatever. I'll see it here in the live chat, and then I'll try to incorporate it here in the show and have Chris make fun of you.
So we'll pretend you're doing a good job.
Now, if you're not joining us live, that's okay. I understand. You can still interact with us on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Houston Wrestling Radio, or on Twitter @HWrestling Radio.
Do you know what happens to people that don't watch our show live?
What happens,
Arnold?
Oh, hold on. I was telling some people to tune in.
This is his own gimmick. This is his own gimmick.
Anyway,
your gimmick.
You know what happens? People don't show up on time.
Oh.
We'll talk about it later.
All right.
All right.
One word.
Hold on. It's fucking hot. I don't know why the fuck I was thinking.
You burnt Travis. One word. Battlefield.
BattleGround.
BattleGround. Right.
Battlefield.
Disappointing.
Disaster piece.
Disaster.
Slipknot mood tonight. Woo!
Yeah.
This guy. What about you?
Oh, I'm not that depressed. Unfulfilled.
Unfulfilled. That's a good word.
Unfulfilled. I mean, on paper, it looked promising, you know, and not to mention, for all the crap we give WWE on television on Monday and Tuesday, they were actually on a pretty decent roll. Money in the Bank was fun.
Yeah. Right.
Great balls. I came out clean. I didn't catch anything.
Right.
And BattleGround on paper is like, you know what? The momentum's gonna keep going.
Yeah.
And man, what the fuck?
Dude. I when it was over, I was like, man, for real? Like, that's it? Like
Sunday Night SmackDown Live?
Oh yeah, fuck it. Whenever the main event started, I was like, there's not more? That's really it? That's what we got? I don't know. I was just thoroughly disappointed by the pay-per-view. I was just like, damn, better than this. And like the matches were they're just like no finish, like bad finishes to them.
Right.
Stupid little thing with the shoulder up but not up. The AJ, the New Day, it was like the highlight of the night. That was a really good match. That was a match of the week candidate for me. That was a really, really good match.
Definitely match of the night.
Yeah, match of the night for sure. That fucking elbow drop that Xavier did.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
Old Undertaker move.
First the super kick when he tried to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
and
interception.
One of the Hitch Boys.
Bam.
Yeah, that was ugly.
Yeah, I love that he does that. That was the Undertaker's first move, for the tombstone. Was that he would step to the rope and then do the elbow drop like that.
Right.
And yeah, he does that. He did it with some shit no mag in him too.
He put rubber man boots on for that one.
Yeah. But other than that, goddamn, the Nakamura Corbin shit was whack.
That was fuck ugly.
I was like, what the fuck, man?
I think it came across better on SmackDown.
Oh, they definitely made up for it. They made up for all the
but the bar was so low, dude.
Yeah.
The chemistry was whack. The finish was ill-timed.
Yeah.
Like I would have wanted more of a comeback before he just like
just now
no build like.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just very badly disappointed. The John Cena Rusev match, Abel called damn near verbatim.
Oh, dude,
Abel called that shit verbatim what was going to happen at the end, and we all knew too. Like, he didn't have to call it for us to know.
Yeah,
he fucking knew.
I was watching it live with a friend, and I told her like this was going to happen, then this, then this, then this, and then bam, 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 and then bam.
You were watching it with a friend, and you told her.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. That's already a ding.
All right.
Yeah.
No
Okay. All right.
And then I was like,
You showed her how to apply the accolade later.
Chris Crush.
Machka.
Yeah, that was shitty. The
Punjabi, back to that later.
The Punjabi prison match wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, but it was still kind of like I can't see what's going on in there.
Yeah,
and like the camera angles are good. I got little Spike Lee angles going on, but it wasn't the best work.
It's funny because they were having trouble selling these tickets, so they wound up chopping the prices on a bunch of the levels. I even looked at the Wells Fargo Center site because that's where the Rumble's going to be at. And good God, they were gouging. It's like PayPal for this much, and then mail the baby toe, And I was like, fuck. They finally in the last minute they finally realized they had to drop the prices low because at the end of the night, every seat was obstructed view.
Yeah,
every seat.
Every seat.
I had people that were there up in the nosebleeds, and even they couldn't see it, and they saw everything from there. Like you're in the front row, all you got is like a pole right here in front of you.
That fucking sucks.
So, dude,
well, I mean, okay. But you weren't there in the arena, so you had the nice seat on the couch. So
even then, it was
the
still
camera
like
guys.
one view badass, and like the next 3 view were obstructed, even on camera.
Okay,
to me, I didn't like it. But then again, I don't like the fence cage matches.
Okay,
because it's like the fuck, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So I don't know. I didn't like it, and even the Great Khali coming on, I was like, no, because first my shit was glitching. My feed was stupid. Like it would go like badass HD, and then it would kind of get shitty, but then it would get HD, but then it would like rewind and back, and then fast forward, like to catch up with the signal. I don't know what the fuck was going on, but I always have some kind of issue whenever I stream. So it was going on, it was fine. Then it goes fast forwards a little bit, and then I see Jinder Mahal's music playing. I'm like, oh, I guess Jinder won.
An evil twin.
Yeah, no, I was like, oh, I guess
Mega Jinder.
Well, it wasn't even Jinder Mahal's music. It was Jinder Mahal's music. It wasn't even Great Khali's
that's
music.
why I was like, Joe, I guess he won. Then I looked over, I was like, that's not Jinder Mahal.
Yeah.
Oh my God! My God!
Like,
the Great Khali. I was my reaction. This is still my reaction. Like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Really? He was bad 10 years ago. Fuck, that sucks. Then he came in, he shook the cage, which is kind of cool. It kind of reminded me of like a video game. Whenever you're doing it, and then shake
like Rampage.
And then he just fucking choked the shit out of like fucking. And Randy didn't have to pay for that one. He got choked out real good. And Jinder slowly climbed the fucking cage. And I was like, dude, come on, we see what's gonna happen.
Problem number one for what could be Jinder Mahal's first title run. We talk about SmackDown's like, oh, dude, that's the land of opportunity. He's King Booker and his crazy ass shit. JBL, like he went on damn near 9 months. You know what the difference was with Booker T and JBL and Jinder?
What?
When it came time to nutcrack, at least the first match, there was something. There was the cabinet. There was Charmel. There was Finley. There was somebody. You know, Jinder. He had Juan and Pablo. Like, but when it was like the definitive match to end the feud, especially in your hometown feud, in your hometown match, in the Punjabi prison,
it was all them.
It would have made Jinder credible to have him win the match without having another assist, like an unexpected assist. Randy killed Juan in the table, and then he knocked Pablo out in the middle of the cages. If Jinder could have found a way to do that himself and then hit the kalash while Orton's hanging upside down and just drop him down and just climb out the cage like that, that would have at least given some credibility to Jinder. So when I see him on SmackDown and he announced, and then John Cena walks on, I was like, all right, Jinder's got a snowball chance in hell of winning this match against Cena. Yeah,
that's the first thing I thought of whenever Cena came out on Tuesday. I was like, oh, okay, they're gonna bury him. He's gonna win the 17th title at WrestleMania. I mean SummerSlam. But Cena saved it. Cena saved the day. One, by calling him Super Cena, he knows People hate that.
Yeah.
So he was like, he called us that, and he said, "I'm not even here to talk shit. I respect what you're doing. I get it. Like, hey, by any means necessary kind of deal. Like, I get it." And that he's like, "I'm just telling you that it's over, but I get what you did." But that him saying that is saying like he might beat Cena. He might beat Cena.
He might.
Yeah.
He might. What I said a lot of stuff about this match going into this last week, and how I had a high anticipation level for it, and I really thought that it could redeem the Punjabi prison match. And I think to an extent it did. It wasn't as far as like actual in-ring wrestling goes. It wasn't as bad as the previous two Punjabi prison matches. In fact, I thought Jinder and Orton did a pretty damn good job. Then when the shenanigans came in, I understand the kayfabe reasons for the shenanigans. All right, there was enough shenanigans in there, and I still kind of liked what they were doing. When Orton was climbing and Jinder was climbing the outside one, we're like, oh shit, he's never going to catch up. No, he just kind of
walked over,
climbed over to the other one. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I wasn't expecting that out of Randy Orton. That was nice. Of course, when Samir fell off of the top and landed in the announce table, I was like, that's your holy shit moment that you are supposed to have in a match like this.
And it was ugly.
It was ugly.
Yes.
I would have liked it to have been one of the actual competitors of the match that would have happened to, but at the same time, I was like,
end of the match.
Yeah,
that would have been a cool way for Orton to lose the match by beating Jinder up so bad that he fell off through the table and land.
But there was too much shenanigans for what it was. You know, I feel like, all right, they're being pushed as, you know, it's Jinder and the Funky Bunch. All right, let's bring out the Funky Bunch. Okay, it's like a given. Like, you have to have them. Okay, once they were neutralized the first time, yeah, that's it. That's all you got to do. They had to keep neutralizing the Bollywood boys over and over. And when Samir went off and, like, died, Sunil kept coming out and, like, kept fighting over and over. I was like, okay, man, that's enough. And I was kind of hoping that whether Jinder wins or loses, that he'll come out looking better and looking strong and looking competent, you know, even if he lost. I was like, well, at least he could say, I gave it all my all. This is my match now. You could say that, hey, next time that I need to really, really whoop some ass or put an end to a feud, I'm going to call out Punjabi prison. Okay, cool, I bought it. But, man, I didn't buy it because that's not where it went.
Yeah.
Now, while I like the certain spots, for example, when Jinder went to go kick him when they were already on the outside, and his foot went through the bamboo, and then Orton just got him up for that hangman DDT right off of the bamboo. I was like, nice. Yeah. That's exactly the kind of shit I wanted to see. That's exactly the kind of shit you did not see from Batista and Big Show and Undertaker and Khali. Yeah. But then once Khali came out, I was like, dude, we don't need that much shenanigans. And I'm not hating on it just because it's Khali. Yeah. Because a lot of people are like, oh, Khali, he can't walk. Yeah, we know he can't walk. Oh, Khali, he sucks. Yeah, I know he sucks. His
best performance ever on WWE television was climbing 3 rungs of that goddamn Punjabi prison.
Yeah, previously. Which people shit all over, and I shit all over. I'm saying that wasn't good. So it's not the fact that it's him. It's the fact that there's another helper. Yeah. Another helper. So you didn't... Randy Orton has his legacy. Randy Orton has his championship reigns. Randy Orton has his opportunities in the future for more championship reigns.
And money.
He had money. He could fucking tie Cena and surpass Ric Flair's. And I believe it just as much as I believe Cena would do it. Having Orton lose right here, I don't think you need to protect him so goddamn much. But in protecting him so goddamn much, you really made the guy that you're trying to do a Bret Hart angle with look like a total heel. To the point where I'm not from India, but I would imagine people from India would be like, this guy's the one who's representing us? Yeah. Man, fuck that guy. You know, because people in India know right from wrong. They know good from bad.
They're better people than most of us.
They know heel from babyface. They know. People in India know who to cheer for, who not to cheer for. You go over to India and like, oh, I love John Cena. Oh, I love Hulk Hogan. Yeah. Oh, The Miz sucks. Like, they'll tell you who sucks, and they tell you who's good based upon who we actually build as heels and faces. So you can't just rely on the fact that he's Indian and he's with these 2 little Indians, and he's also with the big Indian now, so you should cheer him. No, he's with all the other Indians. He's with all the other Indians, but they're all dicks.
Nah, you would think so. They go to India, they still get cheered. I guarantee you he gets cheered. Yeah.
I would like to think that they have more intelligence than that.
I like the smack he was talking on Talking Smack on when he was talking about it, he was like, yo, I know this happened. Why do you think I chose this match? I know I didn't break the rules in this match.
That's very true.
I'm just I'm not only the best WWE champion, I'm the smartest WWE champion. That's what he said.
Right. He made it sound like he planned out the Bollywood Boys attack and planned out the gender attack, which is perfect.
Kali attack.
Excuse me. Kali attack, which is perfect. That's exactly what he should do. That's him polishing the turd that booking gave him.
Yes. Definitely.
You know?
Definitely. So yeah, Battleground, that's good.
Ascension, what's up, dude?
What
He's
up?
joining us in a live chat. He says this.
Better late than never.
He's not even that late. He says, Glad Orton is out of the picture. He's boring AF.
Yes.
Is Orton out of the picture? What's
He'll fight Kali
This was
somewhere
his rematch.
before SummerSlam.
But
This was his rubber match.
Yeah.
Well,
No, this was his rematch.
yeah,
He lost 3 times.
Yeah.
yeah. He
Three
lost the
pay-per-views in a
belt,
row.
and then he lost 2 rematches.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck, he's out. He's out. Super Cena's next.
What? I didn't mean to sound like a turbo there, but we thought Cena was next. Then Brian's like, "Yay, brother-in-law! Go fuck yourself, because you got the chick with the boobs.
Yeah.
We're putting you against Nakamura.
Yeah.
That's strike 2.
Yeah. That's
strike 2.
Strike
And
2 against who?
Against WWE.
Why?
I make this complaint.
What's gonna happen.
No, it's not even that. I make this complaint before. We were 2 weeks away from WrestleMania, and they decided to give AJ Styles versus Randy Orton first time ever for free on SmackDown. You build that shit. You have that main event, your SmackDown only pay-per-view. You don't just throw that away just because you're in Cleveland. Oh my God, LeBron might be front row. Oh, he needs help to cheer.
Yeah.
Nah. That's bull.
Yeah.
That's a big mark on for WWE creative that they have to blow their load for this. Like they could have, dude. If this would have main evented Hell in a Cell, dude, they would have made a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
Or Night of Champions. You know, SummerSlam, the Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series. You're not buying it for matches. You're buying for the ambiance, for the history, for the big deal that these pay-per-views are. You save your ammunition for when you have your own battles to fight, which is you making sure that your SmackDown pay-per-view is better than that month's Raw pay-per-view. Yeah. And that's a big black eye that they're giving that away.
I might have a counterpoint for that, but first, I do say that, whenever we're going live, if you join us live, one of the things you can do is talk shit, and there has been shit that has been spoken in the live.
Let me guess. Hector.
No.
Alberto Hernandez says, "Hey, fuck you, Arnold."
What up, Beto? That's my good friend.
And Aaron Garcia
says, fuck me too, I swear to God.
He says, "The man bun is strike 3."
Hey, but I got the Samoa Joe mutton chops. It balances out. I'm all Samoan, whether it's one way or the other.
Counterpoint.
Counterpoint.
Man bun. All right. Counterpoint. What if?
Yeah.
Shinsuke wins,
the rumor
or there's like a double DQ or a stinky finish.
Then that's strike 3, Aaron. Again, I don't like watching your big 4 pay-per-views where there's multi-people matches and half of the card just because you need everybody to get a payday.
WrestleMania 2000.
We're already having this. We're already having this on the Raw side with all 4 of your beefy Joes in the freaking match for your Universal Champion before Lesnar ducks out to fight John Jones like crack on a pole match in the UFC.
Yeah.
So why are we gonna get another fucking multi-man match for your other heavyweight championship?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, what if instead of it being the obvious thing, which is Cena versus Jinder and LOL Cena wins, somehow we get Shinsuke versus Jinder? That's all I'm saying. What if it's not? They don't do the obvious thing.
SmackDown is known for not doing the obvious thing.
Well, except for BattleGround, because we talked about Rusev versus Cena. We predicted that shit to a T.
And not to mention,
hoping we were wrong.
Me, that's already going to SummerSlam. The first word out of my mouth was, "I want John Cena versus Jinder Mahal."
Yeah.
You know what? And I said the same thing a couple of weeks ago. I said, hey, as long as he gets past Randy Orton, I'll be happy with Jinder Mahal's
even losing
title
to
reign.
Cena.
Yeah.
Losing to Cena. I'm happy with it. And I still am.
Yeah.
I still am. What I'm not happy about right now is the fact that I was able to predict to a T the fucking xenophobia of WWE and how they're going to say, hey, look, we got this foreign guy, and we have a guy who beats foreign guys, and he just beat the other foreign guy, so he's gonna beat this foreign guy. Go America! Like, oh, dude,
he's gonna do it 3 times. Rusev, Nakamura, and
then Jinder. Oh my god! Dude,
but here's the problem.
No, here's the problem. Hold on.
Go.
Cena is better than that. Cena is better than Mr. America, fake Marine, and I'm surprised I'm saying this. And Aaron, I know you're gonna call me out for saying this. Cena is way fucking better right now than being just the Mr. America guy doing it for the whole USA crowd.
Yeah, no.
Dude, this isn't the 80s anymore.
No.
You know, we're kind of past this. Man. WWE's not an American-only company. It's a worldwide global company, and you're just going to keep favoring one country's superstar over the others, man? You're trying to expand?
If you start airing more episodes of Raw overseas and Cena gets booed because he's an American in India, in Russia, in Japan, and gets adulation here, then that's a point to have Cena be, and even if he damn grows a handlebar mustache. But that's beyond the point. Nakamura's lack of chemistry versus Baron Corbin at Battleground scares the fuck out of me, that as much as I like Nakamura Shinsuke, his lack of chemistry with Jinder is going to stink up Brooklyn like a goddamn Halloween Havoc main event.
You look at his ROH matches, you don't need to. He can have chemistry with the fucking broomstick, dude, and fucking go. Baron, I'm sorry, it's a very unpopular opinion. Baron fucking sucks, dude. Like, everyone's like, I want to like Baron.
Aren't you supposed to love the guy? Because
that's why everyone's like probably like, no, I want to like Baron. Fuck that, dude. If you don't like him, don't fucking like him. I don't like him. I think he's fucking boring,
but he likes Slipknot, bro.
Oh, so what? Everyone likes Slipknot. But
he doesn't even know what Slipknot is. He thought he did his shoes wrong.
That has something to do with the Boy Scouts, right? You get a badge when you do a Slipknot, right?
No, dude, but I put that almost solely on Baron. But look at Tuesday. Look at Tuesday. They did the right thing. They made it Nakamura's match.
He beat the fucking fuck out of
That's why it was wrong. That's what was wrong with it. They were trying to Dolph Ziggler versus Nakamura. That was a Dolph Ziggler match. That wasn't a fucking strong style match. That was a fucking wrestling match.
That's the rematch on SmackDown was straight up Nakamura.
Yeah. Baron Corbin, that was a fucking looked like you were playing WWF fucking Warzone. It was boring and fucking like wrestling holds. SmackDown, God fuck, dude, that was a fucking UFC match, dude. They were beating the shit out of each other.
And to give Corbin some credit, he hung with Nakamura's type of match, even giving some of Nakamura's knees when he was flat on his stomach. That was good.
I'd argue that there was glimpses of that in the Battleground match.
But
when you're surrounded by shit,
I said glimpses.
When you're surrounded by shit, which was most of the rest of the card, you still have the mentality of, let me find the flaws instead of finding the stuff to praise. So I kind of agree with you on that.
Aaron says Corbin needs to Slipknot that receding hairline.
No, that jack-o'-lantern belly needs to go first.
No shit.
Well, either that or swallow a goddamn candle. It's October's coming.
Okay, so overall, I think Battleground suffered.
Yeah.
I think that there was the highest point was at the beginning, and while it was a better Punjabi prison match than the last 2 Punjabi prison matches, it didn't even live up to my expectations, which were not all that high. Like, I wasn't expecting a Meltzer 5-star classic, but I was expecting better than Big Show versus Taker, you know. But overall, dude,
even the women's match was all right. Like, Natty won, which
towards the end, cool. That was getting really good.
Becky lit the fucking world on fire that match. Becky,
she fizzled out.
Yeah, exactly. It's because I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what happens with Becky, but they give her this and they're like, nah, never mind. So Becky was fucking lighting it up in there. She was fucking breaking everybody's arms, and then Natty just came in and just, hey, I win. So
it's kind of like with Becky, they know that they have something with her. That's why they keep giving her little stuff. But then they realize, we have other women, and it's a merry-go-round, and we're supposed to give everybody their little thing. And it's like, she has it, so she'll have it later. Let's go mess with this one. Let's mess with that one.
Which was what I fear is whatever happened to. Well, see, she's had a championship, so I guess that kind of knocks that down. What happened with Enzo and Cass? Oh man, they're gonna be over for a while. Let's do other people for a while.
Exactly.
And by the time it was time to give them,
that's what happened to Ziggler.
Yeah.
Ziggler was like, okay, we got fucking lightning in a bottle here. Let's keep it in the bottle while we mess with all this other shit. And then once you open it up, oh man, this lightning's gone. You know.
You've been drinking a lot of Mountain Dew, haven't you?
No, I haven't.
Diet Mountain Dew.
Not even. Drink that.
All right.
So
SmackDown. Another flaw.
Ooh. No, SmackDown, not BattleGround.
Yeah, well, just SmackDown in general.
Okay.
Friend of the show, Maria Kanellis.
Oh, friend of my heart.
I think they need to retweak this.
Yeah.
If Maria's wearing the pants in the relationship and Mike is the bitch, Maria needs to be wrestling in the women's division and have Mike be the one to help her win these matches. Something about this just doesn't. It's not clicking with me.
Yeah.
This. Oh yeah, I'm the plaything, but I'm gonna have to win because you can't mess with the plaything's owner.
You see her though on Tuesday. You saw her. I know they're doing it on purpose. She's getting frustrated at ringside. She's getting outwardly frustrated at the role of what's going on. Whether that just be like personal shit, or that be like they're hinting at something different with the character. That like, okay, this is how we kind of start. We kind of doomed it from the start. But that song is over. People like it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And these people, they're still darlings. Maria, you just say Maria Kanellis right now. I'm like, and you know what I mean? And dude, this guy looks like he looks like a solid SmackDown superstar. That match
is that a backhanded compliment?
No, he's a good mid-carder, and you haven't even seen shit from him.
I haven't.
He's a solid technician, dude. He just needs
that tag
more
team match,
focus on the move and less attention on the gimmick.
That tag team match that they had on Tuesday was perfect for everybody that was in it. Aiden English, he's trying to get up there.
Yep.
Ty, dude, he's
trying to keep him down.
Ty is fucking like, they don't know what to do with him, but they know that he's still over and something's working. And dude, he's getting better in the ring every time I see him.
Yeah.
Sami Zayn, I fucking love Sami Zayn. So whatever you want to do, if you want to keep him in the mid card right now, let him fucking regenerate in the mid card, build him back up for WrestleMania later on. And then, you know, Kanellis, that's the only one I'm worried about, but they'll fix it. I think they'll have a
You're still optimistic.
I'm optimistic.
You're still thinking about Maria.
Yes, that's the main reason why I'm optimistic, because Vince McMahon will fucking have Maria shine somehow.
With last podcast we did with Maria and Mike there, half the podcast, everybody else was like, you're trying to have a decent conversation.
I was actually trying to talk to them, and everyone else
and everybody's looking like, what the fuck's wrong with these guys?
Hello. Hi. Maria, can you talk some more?
Sit on my face.
Whoa.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I just say what everyone was thinking?
I guess so.
Fuck.
We're rewinding to the next, or we're going to...
Are we done with SmackDown?
Are we?
Are we? Fuck no.
Then we're sticking with SmackDown.
Okay.
BattleGround, we stuck a fork in that.
Okay.
How about the triple threat main event?
Fuck, I'm going to blow my load early. That's my match of the week pick.
Ooh.
That's my match of the week pick. Yeah.
There's some stiff competition.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to wait till the end for SmackDown, but fuck it. We're already there. I might as well blow it load. Maybe I'll pick some up and, lube it up for the next round. But, dude, that fucking...
I remember we bought this mic and it was black. Then Arnold showed up.
SmackDown. Let me share with you a little funny story. Last night, I go out to eat, get fucking drunk, come home.
Where'd you go?
El Jardín on Harrisburg, Southeast.
Oh yeah,
baby.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. All right.
It was a
wetback delight.
Yes, it was amazing. Mariachi's there. Everything was fucking wild on a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday.
Yeah. So I got drunk.
He's sweating. Yeah. He's got meat sweats 24 hours later.
Their drinks are fucking powerful. Okay. So whatever. I got home. I was like, man, I'm pretty buzzed. I'm tired. And my wife was like, I'm gonna go to bed. I was like, all right, I got SmackDown to watch. She's like, just go to bed with me so me and Penny can go to sleep. So Penny can, get to sleep. Penny just likes to fall asleep with me.
That's the excuse.
Yeah, I'm fine. I was like, all right, you know what? Fuck it. Let's lay down. I passed the fuck out before she did.
I was about to say, I thought your reasoning for picking this as match of the week because you thought it was fucking 3D after all that alcohol.
No. So I wake up right at 3 a.m. like, oh fuck! I slept through. Oh my god! I have to watch the podcast. Oh my god!
Watch the podcast.
I have to watch SmackDown. Oh my god! I gotta go. I gotta get up. I jump out. I go to the living room. It's 3 in the fucking morning, mind you. I'm like, oh my god. Let me go to the living room.
Dedication, man.
Yeah.
Dedication.
My man Travis.
I fucking turned it on.
He's not Travis.
Yes, I am. I turned it on. I look at my DVR. There's no SmackDown Live.
Oh, you son of a bitch! You're fired.
It didn't record, or somebody. I'm not gonna name any names, with my sister Katie probably watched something and like kind of offset it because you can only watch 2 things at once.
Oh,
recording.
Oh, recording.
Yeah, so it did. It shows fresh off the boat, which I love, and Mickey Mouse Playhouse for my daughter to record rather than SmackDown.
Right.
So I same episode 5 times a week, you
know.
moron.
I know. I just forgot to hit the stop recording the series.
I'll pass you a note, crib notes of all the parenting shit because I'm like 5 years ahead of you, bro.
So okay, I was like, oh my god, I'm freaking fucking. I get on the chat like you guys are awake at 3 in the fucking morning. I'm like, oh my god, guys. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do the show. Like I can't watch SmackDown. Oh my god, what the fuck do I do? Damn, this fucking sucks. I was pissed. And I was like, fucking let me. I used to pirate this shit back in the day before. So let me look up online.
Yar!
Let me see what I can find.
Let me dust off the old hook and peg leg. Yar!
So I did. I fucking found Daily Motion. They had it in 3 segments of 29 minutes. But every 6 minutes, I got a fucking Geico advertisement fucking. And I have to restart and go back to where I was. I would have to drag the little icon where it was. So it was a fucking shitstorm. So from 3:15 a.m. to 5 a.m., I was watching SmackDown this morning. So I was like, oh my god, today's gonna suck at work. So whatever. I'm watching rather than watching it on a badass fucking 4K 65-inch Samsung. I'm watching it on my fucking
overcompensating.
I'm watching it on my fucking Galaxy phone. I'm like this. Come on, fucker, stay up. I'm like this, dude.
And
like,
the only thing.
And you're still buzzed.
Yeah. No, I was buzz was gone. I was like, I was sober. I was refreshed. I'm thinking I passed the fuck out. Woke up at 3 in the morning, like I'm ready to go. Oh my god, it's 3 in the fucking morning.
Fucking Logan over here sniffing wrestling. Skeet.
Yeah. So I was like, all right, fuck it, let me watch.
Moral of the story: don't go to El Jardín and have the margaritas.
Yes.
Oh, I'd go like 10 steps back and not get married, have kids, mortgage. Your life's all you need is a minivan. Your life is over.
It gets in the way of wrestling.
Aaron says Daily Motion is a bootleg LimeWire.
Yes, I fucking love it. I'm pretty sure my phone has AIDS now.
Yes.
But that's
Yes.
And like Kazaa on beta.
So whatever, I'm watching it. Kevin Owens comes out. I'm like, tight. Okay, he won. AJ Styles comes like tight, and all of a sudden, boom! Jericho's music hits. I don't give a fuck how many times a year he comes back. When he first comes back, I mark the fuck out. As if I'm wearing the fucking shirt. I brought the fucking clipboard. It's on. I was
jacked
like,
off with the pin.
You had a scarf.
You had a scarf.
Those two fucking
30
hot
seconds
boys.
in.
It's fucking
Still smells like Porsche. That's
85 degrees in this fucking apartment.
It's not that hot.
But anyway,
you baby.
yeah,
Nice.
I'm just fat. So whatever. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. Jericho's back, baby. And they cut the badass promo. Bam. We're having the triple threat match. So I get through SmackDown. SmackDown was tight. Time to get to the fucking main event. Boy, that main event. Fucking event. Everybody, they were shining stars like they're from Puerto Rico in that fucking match,
Lord.
dude. Everyone got their fucking shine on. Jericho, no ring rust. He's got that ring flat. He's been on tour, fucking singing Judas every night and
He's
fucking
got that Chris Cornell hair.
Yeah.
Other than that, he didn't.
Other than that,
he was still living.
Yeah. That's the difference between him and Chris Cornell. He was still alive.
And Chesterman.
Too soon.
In the end, it doesn't even matter.
Tasteless. Okay. So yeah, that match
There's
though.
a special place in hell for me,
Fucking Jericho, dude. Oh my god, he still has it.
Uh-huh.
AJ Styles is goddamn. I say it every fucking week. He's phenomenal. He's fucking amazing. I'm surprised I'm wearing an AJ Styles shirt under this shirt.
I'm sure you made some homemade Mexican Fiesta AJ style boxers that you're gonna show your wife later.
I probably will. And
The
Kevin Owens, KO can still hang with everybody. That ending though was tight. They just sounded like, bam! I got this.
Yeah.
And that's it. That was
right.
that match kept me very, very entertained.
I think this match made up for the botch from BattleGround.
Correct. That was a bad bot.
In fact, I don't even think it so much made up for it in the sense that we need to put on a good match because we had a bad match, but more of made up for the booking that was probably wrong on the pay-per-view because something right didn't happen there. Yeah. I don't know exactly what it was supposed to be.
What this match did was X-Men reference here. What X-Men Days of Future Past did to every single X-Men movie before that. Those X-Men movies never happened. That's exactly what happened with it. They did fucking MIB neuralizer.
Oh, you got that?
Yeah.
Nice, because your hands are here.
Yeah, it was that they fucking that match at BattleGround Delete.
That whole pay-per-view,
That
bro.
whole, yeah.
That whole pay-per-view was like, okay.
It was all fucking amended on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Every part of it. Every part of it was amended on SmackDown.
Okay.
So, go for it.
All right. Chris, what do you think of that match?
This is definitely the best match of the night.
I agree.
Just watching Jericho out there was a complete surprise. I wasn't expecting it.
Swerve City.
Damn, dude. I want more.
Does this mean that we're going to have another rematch with KO and AJ? And if so, are we sick of it yet?
Nope, because well, no, I'm not sick of it yet. Nope. Yeah. Especially if this means that we can transition to AJ Nakamura for SummerSlam, unless they give that away on the SmackDown before SummerSlam.
Or they just save the rematch for AJ till SummerSlam between AJ and KO.
That I'm already sick of.
Yeah. Okay.
Move on.
Yeah, okay. I guess that's where I was trying to get.
Well, that's next week rematch.
Oh, for real? That's like
so
for
that's
sure?
it. Yeah. So that's it.
Oh, okay.
So next week, AJ.
How did I miss that?
They announced Kevin right after the match was over. Kevin was like, "Shut up, you stupid idiots!
Okay.
I want my rematch next week."
But they didn't confirm it.
Oh, he confirmed it.
Yeah,
the
he
show
said next week. Yeah, and they also planted the seeds for what nobody wants to see right off the top of their head, but everyone will be pleasantly surprised. Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens at SummerSlam. They planted the seeds. Yes, they did. They planted the seeds. It's going to happen.
I don't want to see Shane versus anybody.
We didn't want to see Shane versus AJ, and we were pleasantly surprised.
Well,
I would rather see Shane versus Rusev because there's more build there. Rusev showed up for a cup of coffee just to get his ass handed to him.
Halfway through, Rusev just comes and beats the shit out of Shane. There you go. There's just where
fucking comes and beats the shit out of KO.
Whatever.
This is what I need. This is what I need to do to get a title shot. Be your friend. Find him. Beat the. This fat fuck's gonna beat the other fat fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with them ending the feud next week. And yeah, I guess Nakamura loses to Super Cena, and he says like, "Hey, I want that title shot." And like, okay, SummerSlam.
I bet Corbin interferes and costs Nakamura the match, and we get Corbin Nakamura for the briefcase.
Oh yeah, that's funny. I think somebody even mentioned that here in the live chat, but it was a little while ago. Someone saying that I think it was Ascension. Yeah, here it goes. He says Corbin loses the briefcase to Nakamura like Mr. Kennedy did to Edge.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
that would be cool.
Yeah,
send Corbin back to developmental
with Cassius Ohno.
Oh
no! Aaron saying that he'd rather see Shane McMahon versus Sami Zayn. What? Why?
I don't know, but I'd like to see that.
Yeah. I don't want to see Shane wrestle. I just don't want to see him wrestle anymore.
I don't mind.
He's got that gut, bro. He's not wrestling.
Yeah.
That's all.
He beat up a fucking helicopter last week, dude. He can fucking beat anybody up. He can wrestle. He wrestled a helicopter.
He didn't beat the helicopter. He survived the helicopter.
The survivor.
The helicopter. He beat the helicopter by disqualification by water.
Yes.
The helicopter survived him.
Yes.
Is it safe to say SmackDown's done?
SmackDown's done.
Okay, done.
You're fired. You tell us something if we miss something. All right.
Raw. We opened up the show with a whole bunch of beef.
A lot of beef.
4-way SummerSlam. Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Bada boom. I'm thumbs up. Right when I thought it was gonna happen.
You're almost.
I'm like not a full thumbs up because I like
you got that carpal tunnel.
Yeah, I don't like.
Too much beef.
Too much beef. It's like
you're already sweating.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I'm okay with it. Make that shit count.
I'm okay with it right now.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say right now is because at the beginning of Raw, when it happened and it was announced, I was finally like, hell yeah. I predicted this a couple of weeks ago, and I was happy about it. That was a happy prediction. I hope to see this happen, and it's coming to pass. So I'm like, yeah, this is going to be good. I want to see this multi-man match with a bunch of behemoths because I made the point a couple of weeks ago. When's the last time we've seen a WWE multi-man match with nothing but bruisers?
Yeah.
You know, they're usually a flippy-dippy guy, a technician, you know, whatever, and then maybe one big guy.
That's Joe.
This is... Yeah, Joe's the little guy. Joe is the little guy.
He'll be the one bouncing off of everybody.
Yeah, so
Samoa Joe pinball.
I want to
know where you're going with this.
I want to see the car crash. I really, really do. But if I had to pay for it at SummerSlam, I would. If you didn't show it to me for free next fucking week.
3/4 of the match is gonna happen next week.
Why?
So why not just make that the #1 contender and have Laser fight 1-on-1 and the other two get the scraps?
Yeah. Why have it?
Because it's in Pittsburgh. For anybody that hasn't watched the show for too long, I have this huge conspiracy theory that whenever Raw and SmackDown go to huge cities, huge markets, they stack those cards for Raw and SmackDown. You think Corpus Christi's gonna have a main event like that?
No.
No.
Oh no.
Hell no.
No.
They're overbooking a lot of this shit.
Although, didn't Corpus Christi have a KO versus Cena for the U.S. title?
That was the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
That was not a Raw. That was not a Raw or SmackDown.
But that wasn't Corpus Christi, but it was a pay-per-view.
Yeah, it was
in Corpus. It was in Corpus.
Gotcha.
Dude, they're giving a lot of this away too fast. Too soon.
I miss my you.
just like my complaint. They're giving. So what's the worst giveaway? The 3 meats from Little Caesars on Raw or Nakamura Cena on SmackDown?
The 3 meats.
Because
this is the actual pay-per-view for the the actual main event for the second biggest pay-per-view of the year that you're pretty much giving away. This was Sami Zayn and Cena. Nakamura and Cena is not necessarily yet developed enough to where you could say that was going to be the main event that you were going to pay for. Go.
Your argument that they're giving away the second biggest pay-per-view of the year. You're having a first time ever match that you could potentially book as your main event of the biggest pay-per-view of the year.
The key word, potentially. They, other than the fact that they're going to wrestle next week, they don't have history. They don't have reason to. The ball isn't rolling on that yet. The ball for this big meat soup has been boiling in the pot for a long time, and now it's been boiling in the pot for a long time, and now you're just going to give it away. This is just something that, you know what? Okay, it's their first time. Let's see if they have chemistry, whatever. All right, it could be good. It could not be good. You know, it could be like another.
It's gonna be a 5-minute. It's gonna be 5-minute DQ next week.
Yeah, it could be.
It'll end up in a tag match because they've tagged before on house shows.
That's where I was getting. We know what's gonna happen. Raw booking is next week. Triple Threat match gonna end with shenanigans. The week after that, it's gonna be Joe and Reigns versus fucking Braun Strowman and Lesnar, or Rock Strowman and fucking.
I want to. The wrestling class wants to laugh.
Aaron says that the worst giveaway was Austin Aries.
Oh, that's too soon. Dang.
There's no banana.
Was it too late to stick him in the G1? God damn. Yeah. I'm still gonna.
He also says that I just gave him a new shirt design with the meat soup.
So regardless of how cool it's gonna see at SummerSlam, watching this huge ass wreck,
piss us off watching it next week.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
We're gonna fucking watch. We're gonna fucking watch it, but we're gonna be pissed.
Well, I'm gonna watch because I want to see it, but I'm gonna be glad that I see it.
Yeah.
But man, you could have waited. You know, like I'm gonna watch it because I want to watch it. That's a match I want to see. I want to see that car crash.
Mm-hmm.
But
I do like them.
Okay, well, hold on.
Okay.
How much of this 3-hour show consistently is making you continue to want to watch the entire show? Right now, the 4 meets and.
Nah, dude. Honestly, with me this summer, Raw's been fucking great. I've been enjoying.
I'm sick of casting Enzo and Big Show already.
Yeah, that's done. That's done. That's it.
Bailey's in the title picture. I'm sick of that already.
I like it.
You weren't liking it a few weeks ago.
No.
He's a Bailey mark.
I'm liking the stuff with the Club and Revival and the Hardys. The Club's suddenly a babyface team.
Yeah.
Tweener team.
Yeah.
Exactly. The fucking the Bullet Club says fuck the Revival. WWE says okay, we'll fight the Revival.
Yeah.
So let's deal with that. Nah, dude, I think Raw's been good. I think Raw's been solid.
I think with the exception of this particular week, Raw has been better than SmackDown the last few weeks.
SmackDown, even if Raw put on a badass Raw, SmackDown topped it no matter what. This SmackDown was fucking. It brought the Italian in me. It was fucking.
You haven't had Italian in you for a couple of weeks, right?
Yeah, not in a while.
Main event. Miz Taraj against Dean and Seth. Where do you think this is going?
I didn't care because I don't care about Dean and Seth. I don't care about them teasing this Shield reunion because it's not a Shield reunion. It's just 2 of them. And even if you had Roman in there, the stink of Roman is going to ruin anything for a Shield reunion for me. And this is coming from the guy that says, you know what, I'm okay with Roman right now.
Yeah, it's too early for a Shield union. It's too early to make the Miz Taraj lose because you're making Curtis and Bo credible again. You just have them fucking lose. My biggest takeaway from this whole match didn't happen at ringside. Didn't happen in the ring. I don't know if this was a mistake because they didn't even mention it. Halfway through the match, they panned to the back. Sheamus and Cesaro watching the match.
That's a hell of a tag team.
Yeah.
Seth and
and
Dean, the odd couple, the Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Because that match wasn't bad.
They're not Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold Steve Austin. They're not the odd couple.
The Rock McFoley?
No. They're Shawn Michaels and Triple H after DX broke up and they got the band back together. That's what this is.
That's fine.
But Shawn and Triple H didn't have trust issues when they got back together.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did.
They've had plenty of trust issues.
They've
had so many bloody encounters.
No, when they reunited to beat up the Spirit Squad and form DX for the first time since all that blood feud shit happened. From that point on, they've been clean. Yeah. Seth and Dean right now, they're tagging them. They're putting them together in this storyline with the Mr. Raj. Right now, they're not clean. Yeah. Right now, they still have shit to resolve.
Okay, we can agree to disagree on that one, but you can be wrong. Let's assume that they're trying to set them up for the tag champs. No, the only reason why they're coming together right now is so that they could fight a common enemy in The Miz and the Miztourage. Once they're done with the Miz and the Miztourage, they don't have a reason to still be together, even if it is for the tag titles.
Yes, it works.
You know what? I would have rather seen this keep going only because this coming Monday on Raw, they might be adding another ingredient to the mix.
Oh, what's that?
Miz TV's special guest is Jason Jordan.
Okay.
So Miz and the Miztourage with against Jason Jordan and Seth and Dean in a 6-man for SummerSlam. And then that builds because that will build Jason to actually get his title run. This is the only reason why we give a shit about Jason Jordan right now is because he's the illegitimate son. If he didn't have that, he'd have no push. And they're looking for the next guy to feud with the Miz for the title. It's not Dean. I thought they were going to do it with Seth, but no, it just led to them having this jointed tag team. Yeah. And I don't even know where they're going. I mean, they have the options, but I'm not interested in Dean Seth tag team.
Yeah, they have too many tag teams already in the division for them to make them a tag team, in my opinion.
They broke up a shit ton of teams this year.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that there's too many.
They broke up a shit ton of teams this year.
I'm just not a fan.
Like a 4-way tag team match at SummerSlam, the Revival, fuck the Revival. The Hardys,
the Baldies,
no, and then Sheamus and Cesaro. But then where do you put Seth and Dean?
You put them at the front of the line because that's what WWE does whenever they take two singles guys who are contenders for you put them together and then they get a tag shot. I don't want to see that right now, especially not with these two.
They just did that last year with Sheamus and Cesaro.
Yeah, good point. I mean, shit.
Look how good that turned out.
Yeah.
At first it wasn't though. At first it wasn't.
Yeah.
They didn't get good till after they turned heel. To me.
Okay.
After they turned heel, that's when they got really good.
What else from Raw?
Dude, Jason Jordan, now that we're talking about it.
Jordan.
Okay. That match.
Kurt Hawkins.
Kurt Hawkins is a fucking
idiot.
I love it though, because that's everyone's stepping stone. He's a Barry Horowitz of fucking Monday Night Raw. But dude, Jason Jordan, God, I don't know what it is, but he has it, in my opinion.
Now?
He's raw.
You didn't think he had it before?
No, I know he had it. I know he had it. He's like, no pun intended, he's raw. You got to mold him a little bit more. But what I did like is his mean streak that he showed. He was like fucking with him. Like, he has that attitude. He has that fucking ruthless aggression. So he can have that. And plus, even though he botched it, that finisher's tight. That's a badass finisher he had. Kind of like an angle slam into like a fucking.
Even though he botched it part is the part that worries me.
Exactly.
Because I'm like,
he gets too excited. That's the problem.
Not even that. Like, can you pull that off as a consistent finisher that you can do on everybody? I don't think so. He can't do that to Big Cass. He can't do that to the Big Show.
Here's the issue with
that. Can't do that to Kane. Can't do that to Mark Henry.
You didn't need to add that. For months, even with the singlet, even with him doing the angle slam, even with him doing the ankle lock, he was already giving off these vibes before you even had the idea of making Kurt the general manager of Raw.
Yeah.
Let alone thinking about this scheme of a storyline. You didn't have to start adding all these other things to Jason Jordan. You could have just accentuated what he already had.
Well, I think the only thing that you're adding to Jason Jordan is that finisher. So it's not like all
and a father.
And a father.
Well, that storyline.
I'm convinced now more than ever that by Royal Rumble or something, we're gonna find out that it was a ruse. That, like, Stephanie McMahon put him up to it, and he's not his actual son.
I wouldn't like that.
I wouldn't like it either, but I'm calling it. I'm calling
Okay.
my shot.
My highlight of Raw.
All right.
Big, black, and beautiful.
Oh.
Nia Jax is looking sexier every fucking week.
Although she's brown.
And she killed. I know I hate saying this because I'm a huge Emma fan. She murdered Emma. Good Lord.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you going to do with Emma?
That's
That was the answer.
that really disappointed me, man, because Emma came out, cut a promo on Angle, basically said, "What do I gotta do? Bang your son? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do I gotta do to get a shot? Oh, I'll give you a shot against Nia Jax." So everyone was like, "Fuck squash." Okay, she came out, yeah, no offense, straight Nia squash, typical squash. And the only cool thing about it, I even rewinded it to show my wife. They go to flip. They go to these to the flip. That's exactly what she said. That's exactly what she did. It was cool. It was athletic, whatever. I get it. She's the Rock's cousin. They're gonna push her to the moon. But
eventually,
that's what it did to Roman. Yeah,
but they have to hate you first.
I mean,
till death.
I don't disagree with you on Nia. I mean, I climb her like a tree, but
different strokes.
Yeah, well, whatever. But
if you got the climbing gear,
yeah, yep.
I'm just pissed about Emma.
But
I'm just nitpicking.
I'm not pissed about Emma because I think they're doing something with her talking shit and then losing and her being frustrated and then tweeting stuff and then whatever. I think they're brewing some sort of weird loser storyline, which sometimes, not all the time, sometimes the loser storylines work to, like, you gotta draw back an arrow to let it fly, you know. So like maybe they're gonna do something with that where she loses, then snaps, and then all of a sudden something happens and she like loses her mind or fucking beats a bunch of people, changes something or whatever. I don't know what it is, but right now I'm gonna kind of reserve judgment on that. But I like the fact that Nia is getting a little bit more shine on.
She hasn't lost momentum. Basically,
she's gaining momentum.
Yeah. Now let's get to the thing we've said about 16 million times in the past year.
Oh hell!
Hold on, Aaron said, "Climb her like Mount Fuji."
Now, every couple of months we get it, and every couple of months we say it, and every couple of months the exact opposite happens. But at SummerSlam, I think Sasha's turning heel. Given the match that won, they put on another fucking good ass match. Bayley and Sasha cannot put on a bad match.
Was that the match of the night?
I think it was.
Yeah, it was.
It's the match of the week candidate for me.
It was up until I started watching SmackDown. It was up there for match of the week. In fact, it was my match of the week until I watched SmackDown. Mm-hmm. So I really liked the match. They did fucking strong style themselves. They're beating the fuck out of each other.
They were.
Yeah, and they were setting everything very, very good. Fucking Sasha was popping the fuck out of Bayley, and Bayley was popping the shit out of Sasha. Now you see the frustration again. Bayley won basically the same way that AJ won. Kind of nope, never mind. That's kind of like a rollover.
Yeah,
she did the little bad. She did the Eddie Guerrero frog splash, but she did the thing way too early. So it was like a bam. You know, kind of like, it was more like a lowdown than anything. And then she just kind of put her thing down, flipped it, and reversed it on her, and bam.
What did she do?
Put her thing down, flipped it, and reversed it.
Okay,
you could run Missy Elliott song.
You could run that. You could run that backwards too, and it still works out. It sells minutes.
You ever seen it?
It'll be huge.
Huge.
So the match is over. Sasha's like, the match like, you fucking bitch. I fucking hate you, fucking hugging tramp. Fuck you. She had that in her head while smiling. She was saying that inside. You could tell she was saying that inside. I know Sasha. She texted me. She told me she was saying it.
Well, then I'm gonna call you out on it. If they don't turn Sasha by SummerSlam, will you still give a shit?
No,
about her.
I won't
ever,
because this is the time. It's now or never. Pulling that trigger on the Sasha heel thing.
I still give a shit. Don't put that voodoo on me.
I'll stop.
Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby?
Don't you put it on me.
I'll put her at the lowest of my importance level. I'll put her at the lowest of my importance level.
What did Aaron just say?
It's Arnold still drunk.
A little bit. It was a long day at work.
He's cocked to the left a little. Yeah, that's not him.
It was a long day at work.
Long day.
When Abel doesn't go, I pay for it.
Yep. Sorry, buddy.
Oh man.
Yeah, dude. I want to see Sasha excel. I don't know if that means a heel turn. If they keep her a face, but she still excels, then I'm okay with it. I don't think she needs a heel turn. I think she would benefit from it, but that's not the thing that's going to cure what ails you with her. They need to do something where they just, I hate to sound like a broken record, make her interesting. Right now, that there's enough interest.
Aren't you interested when Michael Cole says, it's boss time?
No.
I hate that shit.
No.
Boss time.
No. But I still like her as a performer. I still like her as a wrestler.
Yeah,
I still like her gimmick.
Yeah,
so when she comes out, I'm going to like her.
Yeah.
The way I feel about her right now is the same way I felt about Dolph Ziggler for damn near half a decade.
Yeah.
Now
that's Dolph Ziggler, and I was like, "You really, Dolph Ziggler? I mean, yeah, he sells, but
now that's finally soured, and now I don't give two shits about Dolph Ziggler.
But it took you a while.
But it took me a while to get there. Right now, they're still in that phase where I'm like, "Fuck yeah, Sasha! One day she's gonna get it. One day she's gonna be the biggest fucking woman on the roster."
She's already the 3 times women's champion.
Yeah, one day they're really gonna like. I'm still there. I'm not at the point where it's like, all right, fuck it. I'm not deflated like I am with Ziggler or like I am with Bray Wyatt. I'm not deflated with her yet.
I just think the women's division right now and on Raw is hampered by, I don't know if Vince is still running the show, but Vince loves him some blondes.
True.
Alexa Bliss ran SmackDown last year. Alexa Bliss is running Raw this year because that's his trophy. It's like this little short Tori Wilson that can actually wrestle is what he has in there.
True. And she's really good on the mic.
She's fucking fire on the mic, dude.
She's probably the best female promo right now.
She is. Because Natty, you don't buy it. You don't buy that she's a bitch because she's nice. You can't buy it. Naomi's
promo on SmackDown. You better not talk any shit.
Yeah, no. Naomi's good.
Between her commentary on BattleGround,
bad,
and
bad.
Tuesday, her promo to Natty's like, fuck you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was good.
Naomi is good on the face side. Naomi's probably the best one because Charlotte's she's a tweener, so I don't really know what to say about her.
And Becky doesn't do that many promos
because you don't want Becky to be doing promos.
Becky
you don't want to remember.
Yeah. Becky is trying to play up this like I'm goofy weird kind of gimmick, and like
Carmella came in with a short and sweet one, which I like. Yeah, basically say, remember, I'm right here, capiche, and that's basically it.
Yeah, that's all she has to say.
Yeah, she has a little attitude.
Robert Medlin says Sasha is ready for a heel turn.
There you go.
All right, Robert.
Sober Robert.
I like Robert.
How about Finn and Elias?
Finn and Elias, I was okay with them being done with that feud last week. This week was kind of overkill, although I still enjoyed the match. I'm
transitioned to Bray.
It transitioned to Bray, and plus Elias looks fucking great to me. Elias has benefited from this feud.
I totally 100% agree with you, man. Elias is that guy going into this feud that, all right, this is an NXT guy that didn't really make it on NXT, whatever, I don't care. And what we're putting him up against everyone's indie darling and everyone's NXT darling and everyone's darling for losing the first ever Universal Champ, Finn Balor. Oh my God, Baylor, whatever. And, this chump, he shouldn't even lace the boots that Finn walks in. Yeah. Fuck that guy. They're gonna put him in, and by the end of it, I'm like, well, Samson's actually pretty good. Yeah, I like this guy.
So much so that they dropped the whole drifter thing on him. They dropped it. Yeah, it's just Elias Sampson.
He's Elias Sampson. Who wants to walk with Elias?
I want to walk with Elias.
I want to walk with Elias.
Make sure that guitar's gimmick, though, if you're going to hit it.
Make sure you wear your Fitbit.
Yes, I will. I'm not wearing it right now because it's charging. You got to charge those things every so often.
4 days.
Yeah.
Tops.
Yeah, like every 4 days or something.
But yeah, the feud's over. Cool, I'm good with that. And then Bray came out.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Sorry.
Go for it.
Elias looks like a dirty and angry Aquaman.
I think he looks like Damian Sandow and Macho Man's love child. I think that's exactly what I think he looks like.
All right.
But
it makes sense he's Aquaman because everybody's wet when they see him.
But then Bray Wyatt comes out and I want to be like, oh yeah, that's what I want. But I said that in April. In August, I'm like
March.
Yeah, in March.
I said that in 2015.
February when he had the title.
I said that in 2014.
So now in August, I'm like, so he's gonna be feuding with him, doing a bunch of weird shit. the whole little when he comes in and out of matches. The only thing that's gonna come out of good. let me rewind that real quick. The only good thing that's gonna come out of this.
There you go.
Is on SummerSlam.
Say it.
Chris is gonna see.
Say it.
The Demon King.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna see the Demon at SummerSlam.
And you know what the better part is? I hope Finn loses.
No, shut your dirty whore mouth.
Have you ever seen a Bray Wyatt match, sir?
No, you just said that if Sasha Banks doesn't turn heel at SummerSlam, she's dead to you.
Yes.
If Balor does not lose to Bray Wyatt at SummerSlam, Bray Wyatt is dead to me.
Bray Wyatt's been dead to me for a month.
Bray Wyatt's been dead to me too.
Dude, I need
something.
something.
They need to
you need to give something. You need to know.
They need to put a fucking suit on him. He's IRS Junior. That's it. That he's doomed to be. IRS Junior.
He needs to ditch the ladder and bring
IRS.
like a voodoo doll or something. Yeah. But dude,
yeah, he needs.
He has so much potential for him to be jobbing out to these
banging
random.
JoJo. That's enough to fucking propel him to the fucking superstars. He's banging JoJo.
Yeah.
Oh, Joey JoJo. Yeah, I need Bray to win this. That way we can still give a damn about both the people in these matches. Because a lot of these rivalries on Raw, you only care about one guy.
I totally disagree with you on this. If Bray wins, that's like Seth beating Bray. So what? I don't care. This didn't do anything for anyone. Beating Bray.
Balor wins?
Yeah. You know, it's like beating Bray doesn't mean anything. It didn't do anything for Seth. It didn't do anything for whoever else Bray has been feuding with.
Well, shit, everyone already lost to Samson, so why the fuck I don't mind if he loses to Bray. A former heavyweight champion 4 months ago.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah.
It's like you're scraping at the bottom of both barrels. You're complaining that Bray hasn't done squadoosh for this whole year. Even after he won the title, he's back to scrubbing toilets. Yes. But Finn, your first Universal champ, what has he done? Nothing. The square root of jack shit. Yeah. So there's no reason for us to...
He needs to do something, but beating Bray isn't the something that's gonna oh man, because 0 + 0 is still fucking 0.
Bray,
I'm telling you,
Finn coming out as the demon at least. I hope that ditches the whole Balor Club shtick.
Yeah, and then he'll lose.
Keep it going.
No, he has to win, and Bray's gonna just go into oblivion and go to New Japan next year.
He's gonna tour around with Cody Rhodes.
A shit ton of rice.
Yeah, it's like. He'll go to Cody. Hey, so we have the same taste in women. Apparently.
Yeah, announcers.
That's what I was going for too. You racist. That's what I was thinking too.
Right.
I'm not racist at all.
That's what I was saying.
I don't mind gagging on the mic.
Finn is a representative of Legoland. Yeah, he likes Legos.
He loves Legos.
So,
he does like Legos.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, Legos are cool.
Yeah. All right.
Scott really loves Legos. He does.
I'm not a big Lego guy. I'm not creative enough to do shit with
you. Your fucking Lincoln Logs. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm a Lincoln Log guy.
He likes those logs.
Mm-hmm.
I make Lincoln Logs.
Oh.
Anybody watch 205?
Nope.
I did.
Anything you want to?
There was a nice little tag match. They're continuing the stuff with Rich Swann and TJP. So it was
still in the company.
Yeah. It was TJP and Tony Nese versus Swann and Cedric Alexander. It was a nice little match.
You mean Tony Nese's abs?
They're really playing that up. Like he went out there and he was like, "Hold on, let me count," and he counted like all 8 of them.
No, I like the thing he does in the move where the guy he's got him in the tree of wool in the corner.
Yeah, and he'll
do the bicycle thing with. Oh, dude,
he did that. So.
He got me doing that shit at the gym now.
It was nice. Like it was a nice little match, but there wasn't like nothing epic like the previous 2 weeks, you know. But that's about it. I guess I was the one that.
How about the heel on heel Daivari versus Neville?
It was okay. It was okay. You had Tozawa on the outside, and yes. He was doing commentary, but still selling the shoulder. Exactly.
Ouch.
Daivari. And Neville wound up on the outside. Neville starts talking smack to Tozawa,
and canceled that.
And then he was talking shit.
Oh, yeah.
Would you rather? He was talking shit to Tozawa, and then Daivari shoves him, and then Daivari jumps in the ring, and Neville got counted out. So Daivari technically beat Neville.
Hey,
but there's still
No, that's gonna be fucking Ginger's next helper like in Survivor Series.
He's from Iran. I don't get this whole little gimmick about him dedicating the match to the guy who won the 1962 Olympic gold medal, whatever his name is, from Iran. Like, really?
I don't
like, dude,
it.
you weren't even born to watch that.
I don't understand that either.
Like, I get it if like he was family or something. I don't know, but he's like not claiming he's a descendant. He's just saying Iran was great at wrestling at half a century ago.
I just want Daivari to just walk out and say, "I will make you humble."
Yeah, or something. So yeah, that's 205 in a nutshell.
To the Iron Sheik or something.
Yeah, seriously.
What we're doing Raw. What's going on?
That's it with Raw, man. The tension between Tozawa and Titus Brand.
I think it's way too goddamn soon for them to be teasing a breakup of
there was never an ascension for there to be a dissension.
Yeah, like first they were heels, then they got Tozawa, then all right, we're going to become a babyface, stable. And now you're not. And
I think
it's too soon.
The payoff is probably going to be Titus making Tozawa wait till SummerSlam for the rematch till he's healed. Tozawa wins and thanks Titus for keeping him away, for keep making common sense take over his foolish pride.
That would be a nice story.
Yeah.
I don't know if WWE has the smarts to book that intricate of storytelling. Okay.
A random little tidbit. You mentioned it a little while ago. I was watching SportsCenter this morning, trying to see like some fucking Texas shit.
We're taking a break from the wrestling.
No, well, yes and no. They mentioned the Universal Champion. They showed WWE highlights on SportsCenter. To say that on John Bones Jones, if you didn't know him, during a Q&A, they asked him, "Who would you want to fight?" This and that. Because he doesn't give a fuck about the guy he's fighting on Saturday in a corn meeting because he beat him like twice already.
Yeah. Okay. Even though he's the current champ, which John Jones could have been a champ, but no.
Cocaine.
No.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug. He's like, I'd like to fight Brock Lesnar. They're different weight classes.
He's a light heavyweight, so he needs to hit the buffet line.
Yeah, he can bulk up. Or they could just do a fucking super fight. I don't know.
At a catch weight?
I don't know if UFC still does shit like that.
I actually would think that Lesnar could lose to Bones Jones because Bones Jones is agile as fuck for his height. I don't think
that's
Lesnar.
Who I would have.
I don't think Lesnar could keep up with him. Agility wise.
Well, if Bones goes up to heavyweight, you'll have less agility because he's fucking sluggish bone.
And that just goes back to, dude, if Cormier knocks him the fuck out, then that squashes everything.
True. But okay. That kind of tells you what's going to happen at SummerSlam. In my humble opinion.
That's in December.
That match will be.
Assuming Bones beats Cormier.
But what we saw, Abe and I we're watching Fast Count, the show on the What Culture does every Friday. Basically, that got like some of the news. The only bad thing about it is that suspension that he was serving. Since he retired,
he has to go back and
restore. So it would
serve the remainder of it,
which would be till next year. So it wouldn't happen in December anyway.
Yeah. So
I don't know. Maybe
ESPN even cited his contract with WWE, but that didn't keep him from fighting freaking Mark Hunt this last fight.
Now, how would the suspension stuff play into the fact that there's no compete clause with WWE? Like, would he be serving the no compete clause and the suspension consecutively or congruently?
He's still going to be under contract with WWE.
Remember,
what I'm saying, if he leaves, which he's supposed to be leaving soon, if he leaves, then there's 90 days. Then after the 90 days, he has to serve the rest of the suspension, or will the suspension overlap those 90 days?
It starts the day he said, "Okay, I'm unretired."
So they don't give a fuck about the no compete.
Once he's unretired, then he gets put back in the testing pool.
Yeah.
While he's put back in the testing pool, that suspension clock gets restarted.
Yeah.
And until he serves all that out, so he can technically still be wrestling.
Yeah.
But not for WWE.
No, he can still wrestle for WWE because this is
UFC doesn't have that no compete bullshit. It's WWE that are petty about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Well, I mean, it makes sense for WWE to do that.
Now,
How about Rick Rude doing that shit to them?
WWE could say, "Nah, you ain't doing any UFC stuff while you're still contracted with us."
I don't
If
know
you
what the
want your
contract
release-
looks like because I mean he did that last year.
Yeah.
He said,
But maybe that was because Vince let him, and that was before he got busted for drugs, and maybe Vince doesn't want that second strike on his company while Lesnar's on his contract.
True.
So
I don't know. I think they let it slip that. Well, not that slip, but there's kind of obvious that
Lesnar still has.
He's done.
He's still
He's done WWE wise. But I don't know. We'll see where that goes. We're rewinding to NXT.
Lucha. Who watched Lucha?
I'm gonna go have a beer.
I watched Lucha.
I didn't watch.
It was all right.
Let me just run this down real quick. Pindar versus Cage, Havoc versus Fox, Puma versus PJ Black.
All right.
Ooh, that was a good match.
Yeah, Cage versus Pindar.
That was coffee.
Interesting. Yeah, because again,
Thanos just beat the shit out of everybody with that glove.
Yeah, because the first round match, he took off the glove and he had the actual match. But then he like killed a guy in like a vignette stuff, like storyline stuff that Lucha Underground does. But then he went into this match. He kept the thing on. The ref was like, "Hey man, you need to take it off. Hey, take it off. Hey, dude, take it." And then, bam! Like, oh, okay, DQ. All right, so he's out of the tournament. I'm cool with him being out of the tournament because now we get like, is there
focus more on the story?
Is there another glove? Is there armor all the way through? Is there a shield and sword? Is he gonna be like this fucking?
He did jazz hands down here for anybody that missed it.
Spirit fingers. Like, what the fuck is like? I'm more interested in the story of this weird ass armor than I am anything else in Lucha right now. Okay, yeah, the gauntlet. I'm interested in the gauntlet and all the shit to go along with it. Like, what the hell's going on here? Why did Dario Cueto give it to him? What kind of powers does he have?
Is this going to be like a Calypto on Twisted Metal where it's like, it's going to have a catch?
Maybe. I mean, he killed the guy that was supposed to help him who actually knew about stuff about it. And he's like, "Yeah, fuck you, squish." Mm-hmm. So it's like, "Oh, but I wanted the story. Where are we going to get the story?" So
somebody else has to know.
Somebody else. Apparently Dario.
Dude with the other glove.
Dario was the one who gave him the thing, so Dario has to know, right? Mm-hmm. Right? So, man, that's all the other shit that happened on Lucha. That's my takeaway. Yeah. That's the thing I'm most interested about. What about you?
Same. Okay. Like the Lucha is the show where sometimes what happens behind the scenes is more impactful than what you see in the ring, and that's not bad because the stuff that's in the behind the scenes is just as entertaining.
That's what I was going to get to. I didn't watch this week's Lucha, but it was going down with the people who run Lucha, and there's a lot of weird shit going on back there. The whole Vampiro
taking over,
and for people who don't know, Johnny Mundo's fiance was the women's champion in AAA. Well, she got in a car wreck, so she was kind of out. She's not able to defend it, whatever. So Vampiro was like, "Hey, I need the belt for a photo shoot down in Mexico. Can you give it to me or whatever?" So Johnny Mundo goes, "Okay." He goes himself and takes it to him for that. What happens? Vampiro says he uses the belt and he strips her of the belt, like
without her even being there. So how do you get fired on your day off?
Yeah,
like
ask Alberto Del Rio that.
Yeah, like
how does he get stripped of the title?
Yeah, so that's like that was some like shit, and they gave it to Sexy Star, who had retired from AAA to start boxing. Mm-hmm. But she's back because she's a champion there now,
and she looks so good without the mask.
Oh, really?
She wrestled a triple threat match to crown the first ever queen of the circus at Wrestle Circus.
Really? She still looks without her mask?
Dude, she was in a one of those body issues, but in ESPN Español.
Oh, really?
Oh, ay Dios mío!
Ay, hallelujah!
Ay, Santa
Come on,
Maria.
bitch, work. Okay, so yeah, like that shit's going down. So like Johnny Mundo like basically talking shit to him on Twitter, and Pearl's like
they had tweet.
Yeah,
Twitter beef.
Tweet. Yeah, and they were like and everyone like from like Ricochet, everyone just talking shit to him, and he's like firing him back by calling people marks, like he's totally being a fucking asshole about it. So it's kind of like it's kind of weird what's going on back there in Lucha. It's not like, because Ricochet says it himself. He's like, I'm kind of handicapped in my career right now over like a little wrestling show that I'm on.
This underground cage
fighting show that I'm on. So like until he can't do shit until this season finishes airing. It just sounds like
there's still like 6 weeks.
Yeah,
it sucks that they're so salty about it because goddamn, that Lucha Underground was a good show.
Yeah, it sounds like it's about the WCW itself.
Yeah, and I mean,
bam, fucking.
If they ended at 3, I wouldn't mind.
I get it that
damn.
I get it that Prince Puma is like in a bad situation and that's why he's upset. I understand why he's upset, but at the same time, you're kind of biting the hand that feeds because because so many people now know about you, King Ricochet, because you were Prince Puma. There's a lot of people that didn't know about any of the bullshit on the indies that you've done before. But they do know about you now because Lucha Underground.
Yeah,
it's
it's King Cornell, Pentagon.
It's just Lucha Underground. Like there's WWE, New Japan, ROH, PWG, so Lucha Underground's here. But Lucha Underground is still way better than
Impact,
AC, Anarchy, or fucking I don't know,
Domination Pro.
Domination Pro, like any of the other like indies that you've been at.
DCW.
Shut up.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Pro came out. I was like, I'm actually being politically correct here.
Yeah. So I mean, his stock rose because of that show.
Correct. Yeah.
Man, I don't know if I'd be talking that much shit, but again, I understand that the situation sucks, but whatever.
All right, enough of the Mexicans.
All right.
How about the Japanese?
Oh yeah.
Arigato gozaimasu.
I haven't seen any of it. Sorry, go.
I've only seen one match.
You saw 4 minutes because I saw that same video.
Yeah, I saw 4 minutes of it, the clip notes, and holy fuck, those clip notes are like better than reading a book.
Is it a good 4 minutes? Yeah.
Dude, I was like, oh shit, just watching it, dude. I don't even know what the fuck's going on. Like, I don't know what the fuck happened here.
Face where he's like,
I don't know what's going on. There's a
solid a sour patch.
I know there's, I thought there was ascension in the Bullet Club with Omega and Cody. Apparently, there's more.
It's everybody.
Yeah, it's everybody. It's fucking one of the Usos.
Tama Tonga.
Yeah, Tama Tonga.
The Usos.
Who can't stop fucking cussing to save his life. Jesus Christ. In the middle of a goddamn match, he's fucking jumping F-bombs.
90% of that audience don't know what he's saying anyway.
Exactly.
So what the hell?
Yeah. We can't stop cussing to save our fucking lives. So
I'm gonna start cussing in Japanese so that some of the people of our listeners will understand.
So yeah. No, he basically came out with a badass Bullet Club show with the fucking USA thing on it. And he was just like, yo, what the fuck? You can't say you're the fucking, the leader of the Bullet Club and you're not even wearing a Bullet Club shirt, you're wearing the Elite shirt. He's like, what kind of shit is that? Basically like, the Wolfpack kind of shit like that. So it's like, you can't be fucking doing that shit. Like, I'm gonna show you what the first like few minutes of that match, he just beats the shit out of Kenny Omega. Like, it just on the highlights that I saw, he just beats the holy fuck out of him. Halfway through, fucking Omega fights back and is just
One-Winged Angel.
Dude. Oh, that One-Winged Angel was brutal. But goddamn, those V triggers. Oh fuck, they were from all type of fucking every which way you could do a V trigger, he did it. Like in every fucking which way. And yeah, dude, that was a sick ass match, dude.
And then the teasing at the end is like, yeah, everybody get together, let's do the Too Sweet. And Tonga's like, And he stops. Is like, wait. But dude, they're doing such a good job, man. I'm hoping they pull the B trigger at Wrestle Kingdom. Kenny Omega and the Elite against Cody Rhodes and Gorillas of Destiny. Either 6 men or have them for the titles and then have the tag teams fight each other on their own. But it's time, dude. Kenny Omega, I think he's at the point right now where he's outgrown the Bullet Club.
Yeah. Whether it means him shining on his own without the Bullet Club in New Japan or him being number 15 in the Royal Rumble in January. You know what I mean? It's one of those two. It's one of those two.
Okay.
I'm calling it. It's the easiest thing to call. It's like it's so obvious. It's either going to be him being part of what helps bring New Japan more into the United States and everywhere, or fucking or he's jumped ship, and that's fine with me if he jumped ship. And the Young Bucks.
My match of the week pick. At least a year teasing this shit. They both got knocked out in the semifinals. I would go so far as to say this is a match that you would show someone that is getting interested in wrestling. If someone's like, "Hey, buddy,
interested in wrestling,"
it's like, "Hey,
not
buddy,
in Japan.
You want to watch wrestling? Show me something that'll get me into wrestling." You show them Zack Sabre Jr. against Kota Ibushi.
Okay.
Because half of the presentation is the description. And by that I mean we've all been around people that don't know what the fuck men in stretchy pants wrestling is.
Yeah.
And half of the time they're not focused on the match, they're not focused on the commentary, because you and I are like, hey man, the reason they're doing this is because A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. This match, the commentary was on point. Right off the jump. This match was supposed to happen 4 or 5 times, but because of scheduling conflicts or injuries or personal reasons, this is the first time that these two are ever getting in the ring one-on-one. The commentary of, Zack Sabre Jr. doesn't need to be big and built like Kota Ibushi because he's got long arms and he's a technician and he's a strangler and he'll tie you up like a human pretzel. Oh, but by the way, him being so light means when he gets kicked in the fucking chest with penalty kicks, it's going to hurt his ass a hell of a lot more than somebody beefier. Dude, they broke down shit to the macro on commentary I was enlightened. I was like, fuck.
No, this much.
Like one light bulb, like 40 watt. But dude, that that takes the job away from me where I can just sit back, drink a beer, and have a friend here sitting next to me and just be like, oh my God, the brawler against the Boxster. Oh, because I float around a lot at work and people are like, oh, you do a wrestling podcast, huh? That stuff still exists. It's like, yeah. It's like, oh, it's that good, huh? What would you recommend? It's like, you would never recommend them stuff that you like from your heart.
Oh, yeah.
I am not showing somebody HBK Undertaker from WrestleMania 25. I am not showing Sami Zayn versus Nakamura from TakeOver.
Yeah.
I'm showing something that it's easily explained without me having to do any other work. That's this match. My match of the week pick. And damn, dude, the best part about this match is, again, everything's firing on all cylinders. The commentary's flawless.
They tell a story in the ring.
Both of the guys, dude, Sabre Jr. is like taking his time, torquing a knee, hearing the audience audibly gasp, like, ah! And then all the girls, Ibushi, like every dude. That environment felt like you had to be there. Like I wanted to snap my fingers and travel to freaking Karukin Hall to be ringside to watch this match with the mask and everything. Like you needed to be there. And when you feel like that, when you feel like watching this match is opening the floodgates to watch 17 days straight worth of Japanese wrestling with half the people you don't even know, this is the shit that starts it right there. Okay, that's my match of the week pick.
Watch it then.
Okay.
Dude, and that opened up the floodgates for me, man. So off camera, we're trying to find a way to do either a segment or a separate show building up to the G1 and picking matches during the week. That one match opened my eyes to like, man, the last 2 years that I've had this New Japan subscription and we've been trying to watch Wrestle Kingdom and some stuff off and on. No, this season, I'm missing Raw and SmackDown to make sure I get this covered.
Like
watching this.
You've never been so erect for New Japan as you are right now.
It's a good time. It's a good time because it's when they're fucking getting their big erection on.
What?
It's whenever they're getting fucking erect.
Ah.
And like,
you think maybe that's why WWE's stacking these Raws building up to SummerSlam because they got that competition
and that's what I said, and that's what I tell my friends. I love that New Japan's getting better. Why? Because it's getting the quality of WWE up. Because they have to step their game up. Because whenever they don't have, they're going to except for the exception of fucking BattleGround. Besides that, that's the only shit stain on the best on the summer.
For a month and for 2 months, I'll let that slide.
Yeah.
If SummerSlam is not a sequel of BattleGround.
Yeah.
As far as
ever since WCW went away, WWE has been the kind of company where they sit back and they say, we don't let the competition affect us. I remember that was a very frustrating thing as a hardcore TNA fan for a long time saying, oh, we don't pay attention. Oh, they did something over there. Oh, that's cute.
Oh,
And
hey,
then-
let's introduce
and then-
Lay Cool after seeing how good the beautiful people worked on TNA.
Exactly. Yeah, and you would see stuff pop up on WWE like, hey, they're ripping off fucking TNA, but we don't even watch. Oh, they did something like that. Oh, I don't know.
The Wyatt,
So-
the Wyatt compound,
Yeah.
the fucking the delete.
Yeah, which is the same thing like the deletion shit. Yeah, exactly. But you say that, oh man, maybe WWE will step up their game and whatever because this G1 Climax is going on. I'm sure if you ask somebody in WWE, they're like, oh, New Japan's having their thing. Oh, that's cute, but they're promotion on the other side of the world. We wouldn't even bother.
As soon as the camera's off and they're in the office, they're like
holy fuck.
Well, no. I guarantee you that's the opposite of what's happening now because of the bringing in of Bobby Fish, of fucking
Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, Aleister Black,
all these
Bobby
people.
Roode.
Yeah,
Not
everybody.
even that, dude. You're inviting Kazuchika Okada to be backstage with Jim Ross and Steve Austin.
Kota Ibushi
Yeah.
in the fucking Cruiserweight Classic.
That-
Dude,
Saber.
they know exactly what the fuck they're doing, and they're trying to telegraph it at the exact same point to where they can compete because they know they'll
or make money off it.
or make money off of it. Where it's like, you know what? Look, we're the $1 billion empire. We're not going anywhere. But if somebody else is coming up there, hey, let's join in on the fun. On their off season, which is what, like October through like January,
Yeah.
that's their off season. That's probably when New Japan's going to try to build up, and they're just like,
AJ and Anderson and Gallows have been in this company for over a year.
mhm.
They are still doing the Too Sweet,
Oh yeah,
knowing that the guys in Bullet Club and the Elite
Finn,
overseas
Finn
and
does it,
Finn.
yeah.
Finn, yeah,
It's like they're kind of in on the joke.
yeah.
Which I mean, WWE
And
tried to
talked,
ignore it.
They acknowledged it on that table for three. It was Kevin Nash
Yeah.
and Scott Hall.
And WWE tried to ignore it when Hall and Nash went away, but Sean and Hunter were still all, buddies and doing the Too Sweet with them and all that. Oh, that's just something Sean does. That's his own thing.
Yeah.
No, man, it was supposed to be for him and his
Yeah.
friends that jumped ship to the other company.
Yeah.
And like WWE's downplaying it,
Like, yeah. Go in the corner and play.
But
Yeah.
see, the WWE mentions New Japan too much for them to anybody to think that they're ignoring them and or like have hate towards them. They respect New Japan. Fuck, they had Jushin Thunder Liger on a fucking NXT.
The first words after AJ Styles debuted at the Royal Rumble. Former IWGP champion,
Exactly.
same as Brock
Brock
Lesnar.
Lesnar. Yeah. They say
And now
that
with
about the club.
Nakamura.
They said about the club
Now
too.
with
about
Nakamura.
the tag championship.
Youngest Intercontinental
They
champion.
get it. Do they get what they've done wrong on certain things? That's why I'm not like, oh fuck WWE, it's all about Japan. No, you know what? Hey, fucking wrestling, dude.
Yeah.
Wrestling right now. I love wrestling. I can't say that enough. Fucking love wrestling.
There you go. Hector finally made it in.
Hey.
What's up, Hector?
Better late than never.
Alberto Hernandez, your friend, he goes, Arnold's been on my list since high school.
You know this fucker since high school.
You know what?
You want to be on the show?
Did somebody just oh no.
You know what happens?
Uh-oh.
He wrote penis.
Penis.
Leave that there.
Okay.
We'll get back to that.
All right.
How about we close out the show with some NXT?
Let's
Okay.
do it.
My match of the week pick.
Oh, you dirty fucker.
Oni Lorcan versus Danny Burch.
Yeah, man. Oh my God, you guys, if you were in on the group.
Oh.
So we have this little thread to prepare for the shows every week, and Arnold's like, "Yeah, I'm halfway through NXT right now, so I can finish and get ready for the show. I'm gonna fast forward through these British guys,
No, he said through the
the
Baldies.
Baldies, and within a fraction of a second, you and I both said,
Don't.
Don't.
It was like, have you guys watched NXT? And I was like, I'm halfway through it. He's like, me too. I was like, yeah, the women's match was good. Like, yeah. And we got to the main event. I was like, I don't know, let me get there. I'm about to fast forward to the Baldies. Literally, don't. I was like, okay, it won't. So I put my phone up. And I didn't want to see or hear why. So I I kept watching the match.
Oni Lorcan versus Danny Burch.
Oni Lorcan versus Danny Burch.
Part one.
I was like, okay, let's see. Oh my fucking God! They're trying to kill each other.
Now
They're trying to fucking kill each other.
I want to temper this just a little bit, because it was sloppy
In a good way.
in a good way.
Because Britons are very sloppy.
It was ugly to the point where I thought maybe some of that stuff wasn't supposed to happen.
It felt shooty.
The nose bleeding definitely wasn't supposed to happen. So,
but what a fucking way to cover it up that Only Larkin
Yeah.
just did that shit to Itami, and now he's doing it to Perch.
Yes.
That's a straight up like Chris Benoit moment where where Paul Heyman's like, "Oh my God, you broke his neck. We're gonna call you the Crippler, and you're gonna do this with your hands." Like they're already, you could easily build up Only Larkin as like the nose breaker.
You know who couldn't have sold this? Tom Phillips. You know who fucking sold the shit out of this fucking match? Mauro Ranallo. Fuck, dude. Yeah. He was like, oh my God, everything. I was thinking he was saying, like, he was just like, fuck, dude. I was just like, by the end of that match, I was like that picture of Stan's dad after he gets the internet back. I was like, oh my God. When it was over, I was like, no, I still don't want it to be over. I'll take it. But
and guess what? It ain't over.
I was wrong.
Because they're doing it again. They've already taped it.
Dude, the respect at the end of the match. That we beat the shit out of each other. You know what? Shake my hand. All right, I'm gonna shake your hand. Pull away. Hold on. One more time. One more.
I loved it. Well,
I loved it.
That's Only Larkin's thing. He comes out doing
the number one.
So,
and dude, I am a sucker. I'm a sucker for story and story being told in the matchups. Sometimes you can have a fucking badass match like the one you were just talking about in New Japan, and I won't be as into it because I don't know the story. Or sometimes, you know, the ROH will put on badass matches, but they just threw a guy together with some other guy, and the match was fucking awesome, but there was no story. This kind of had that same feeling from the beginning because it's like, all right, well, we're just going to throw these two guys together.
Ring of Honor style.
Yeah, no story. Okay, whatever. But that story at the end of the match, not only was it a badass fucking match, but it also produced a badass story at the end that was told without anybody getting on the microphone, without any backstage vignette, just the two guys standing in the ring performing
hell out of each other.
They won that crowd.
Fucking uppercuts. God damn, that fucking
Street Fighter shit.
That power bomb. He power bombed
like
him.
a pencil.
He power bombed him so hard that the other dude that was doing it, Danny, he didn't actually stay with the power bomb. Like he bounced himself up and then get into the pin.
He could barely pin the motherfucker.
Holy shit.
And that didn't end the match. God damn.
Dude. It was a pleasant, blindsiding surprise of my week of wrestling.
Yeah, because it was like it's gonna be a fucking total because NXT started great.
Yeah.
That women's match
that was a candidate for me. If it worked for Danny Burch, that would have been my match of the night.
Yeah,
hold on. There was something else that you said in that group chat earlier in the day. You know how you were talking about how you missed SmackDown, and then you finally said, "Oh, well, I wound up watching it." You told us the story. I'm glad that I did because I got 2 matches of the week candidates out of it. When I started watching NXT later in the day, I was like, I'm glad I watched NXT because I got 2 matches of the week candidates out of it. My match of the week pick. Yeah, being the guys, but the girls, holy shit, that match was really good.
Dude, Ember Moon and Ruby Riott, they brought the house down with that fucking match.
Yes.
What I saw from this match, I can see Ruby Riott on the main roster as a heel. She sells things in a way that heels do. Like when she gets hit, she does these faces. It's like
a fish out of water.
Yeah. Like what the fuck just happened? The way she went down for that fucking the eclipse, it was like a bam. She's probably like, oh, that's over. But it was like a holy shit. That Frankensteiner was fucking perfect, dude.
Yes.
That whole match was, oh god, it was so good. And I always have to rewind a bit when it comes to the women. I'm always like, okay. Am I thinking it's better than it really is because I really want women to excel? Am I kind of over, and then I'll just sit back and I'm like, nah, dude, these girls, they're proving why they're going to be up there.
They had
it.
Yes, they did. They both.
Ember Moon versus Asuka at NXT Takeover Brooklyn.
She matters again. Because the summer she didn't matter because she got hurt at the wrong time, and like the way they were building up those backstage segments, she's still not that good on the mic. She's still not that good at acting. So it's kind of like, okay. She needs to season herself as the champion for the next year until WrestleMania. Asuka, farewell. At SummerSlam.
Takeover. No. Oh no. I'm on a completely different wavelength.
Okay.
We're going TNA with this. Beer money, bro.
I don't know what that means.
Asuka is gonna beat Ember Moon at Takeover. Asuka's gonna lose to Ruby Riott, and Ember Moon's going to turn heel on Ruby Riott for doing what Ember couldn't do twice. That's what's going to happen.
Okay.
That's yeah.
Because we need some more heels, dude.
Has Ruby had her singles match against Asuka? She's had she's had
not
two triple threats.
Not one-on-one.
Not one-on-one.
Oh, okay.
Not one-on-one.
So if Ruby does it on her first try when Ember couldn't do it twice, that's going to set Ember off.
And I think that would be a very, very good move for Ember's character, because right now
the facey promos aren't cutting it.
No,
well, I still don't know what an Ember Moon is.
When she comes out like a fucking Mortal Kombat character with the badass moon in the background and the song and the lights and her with the fucking contacts, and from Dallas, Texas, and she's out here like fucking Mortal Kombat character, and then when like from Dallas, Texas, all right guys, let's go, yay, everybody cheer for me, okay, come on, I'm number one.
It starts off badass, and then
fuck. It's as if the Undertaker would come out from Death Valley, and he's coming out. No, not even that. From old school Undertaker, but you know, even when you're starting to kind of get a facey turn, like from Death Valley, and then once he gets in the ring, all right, guys, come on, let me hear you.
Undertaker,
I'm the Undertaker. I'm the Undertaker. Death. Like, no, dude, that doesn't work, man. Like, now, hopefully, a heel turn is what fixes her and stops her from doing that bullshit. And then we pump up the crowd,
and
because
hopefully she can pull it off.
But hopefully she can pull it off. But I'm afraid that somebody's not coaching her right, because you could still be the babyface with the character you are, being stoic and being a fucking Mortal Kombat character, and not being all right, guys, let's go and pump up the crowd, you know. But they're not doing it. To force it,
Aleister Black.
There you go.
You need to put them together.
Oh, fuck.
Ember Moon, pissed off heel, quiet, just straight to the point, instead of doing all these like, oh well, I need to have my chance and at the fact, like, no. Aleister Black and Ember Moon as the combo of the darkness.
Robert Medlin.
Oh fuck.
Totally agree. Ember needs to drop the Hot Topic employee gimmick.
Yes.
I knew I liked you.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Oh man.
All right.
Yeah, those women's. I didn't see the main event.
I didn't either, because I kind of already knew that it was going to be.
It got spoiled for me, so I didn't really care. But
yeah, you got to stay off of Facebook, man.
Yeah, you said something very interesting.
What did I say?
How they're booking Killian Dane.
Oh, okay.
Fucking say it.
I'm trying to remember what I said. What did I say?
They're NXT's version of
Braun Strowman. There you go. Yeah, that's
Explain
what I said.
Yourself.
They're just trying to make him be like the crazy bruiser raw guy who can take a hit and be surprised, like, oh my god, this guy's getting his ass whooped. Because in the match with Drew McIntyre, he took his whatever his primary finisher is, and then that jumping kick finisher twice. So he took 3 fucking finishers before he was down. After the first finisher, he kicked out at 1. And then the announcer team were like, what? He kicked out at 1? It wasn't even a 2 count. Oh my god.
Shit.
And fucking Drew McIntyre was like, what? What do I have to do? All right,
I'm going to go back and watch this.
Yeah, I'm going to do this running kick. He did a running kick. He didn't even get to pin him. He fell down, rolled over, and just started, like trying to shake it off.
I got to rewatch.
Yeah, I gotta
watch. Drew McIntyre was like, the fuck? And like, all right, I need to back up and do that running kick again. And he did it again and finally got the 3.
But 6 months from now, Killian's going to beat McIntyre and he's going to have the title.
Or beat somebody else who has the title. Yeah. But yeah, right now.
We got to wonder if insanity will even exist by then because of the ascension of Kennedy. Did he do his One-Winged Angel?
No, he didn't do it. He didn't pull it off. Or at least I don't think he did. I don't remember him doing it. Okay. But it was a decent match. It wasn't as good as those other 2 matches earlier in the night.
Yeah.
But I gotta be honest, I wasn't as interested going into it as I was any of these other matches, because I was like, Killian Dane, Drew McIntyre, all right, for #1 contender against Bobby Roode. Like I really didn't care about either 3 of those guys. But coming out of the match, I'm like, I'm interested in this Killian Dane guy. Okay, cool. All right. Let's let McIntyre fight Bobby Roode. All right. What do you got for Killian Dane?
And
show me what you got.
Good at that.
Killian Dane's gonna win the tag titles off of against the Authors.
Pain. NXT has a very good way of doing that, where there's the people that you think you want to have more of, and then the episode ends.
You want.
and then they're like, hey, but what about this guy? Exactly what you said.
Mm-hmm.
They're perfect at that. Whenever
Yeah.
they're illuminating the two guys, it's this guy. It's like, that guy right there.
Now I told you, well, we both told you, don't fast forward the Baldies. But then after that, I said, but you could fast forward the Beaners.
Yes.
You know, No Way Jose versus what's the Brazilian guy's name?
Benoni.
Cesar Bononi. I have been wanting to be a fan of Bononi. I thought he was interesting when he lost to Aleister Black, and he was just a jobber or whatever, but he actually had a good showing. And then he beat Almas.
Oh, but everybody beats Almas.
In this match, at the very end of it, Almas comes out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Almas. This is the part that I thought was interesting because Bononi versus Jose, I didn't care. In fact, I don't even know who won.
Oh,
Pop-up knockout punch.
Okay, there you go. No Way Jose won.
Okay.
But Stan Almas comes out at the behest of this mystery woman.
Thea Trinidad.
Bingo.
They're giving her another name.
They're giving her another name. We don't know who she is yet, according to kayfabe story.
Sexy Mexican.
Sexy
Number
Mexican.
48.
Yeah, and she's like, hey, you need to bossing him around.
She wanted to stop them last time.
Yeah. So she's like being this strong, independent
Bitch better
woman.
have my money.
But yeah, it's interesting. I wonder what the story's going to be there. I'm interested in that.
That's what we've been wanting from Cien since he came out. Because first of all, he's a Mexican fucking wrestler. They give him like a Cuban-looking goddamn gimmick.
Yeah.
It's fucking up. It was La Sombra, right?
He was La Sombra. Yeah. I got a question in the chat. This is kind of going back a little bit here. Do you think Ember Moon should have been a silent character just like Aleister Black?
Yes.
Yeah.
Never talked at all, ever?
Never.
I think to a certain extent she could have been silent. I don't think she needed to be completely silent.
No, she didn't need to be rah-rah sis boomba as soon as they put her name out.
That's what I thought.
Because you have a growler, a person that speaks and barks, basically, which is Nikki Cross.
Yeah.
And then you have Asuka, who speaks broken English like most Mexicans here do.
Yeah.
And then you have a bunch of other people.
Right.
So to have Ember Moon just be like to the point, or just use like space references like your black hole's nothing to my eclipse or whatever. Something crazy that'll be relevant to her only, as opposed to anybody else saying, oh, hey, well, I need to try out because I hurt my shoulder and I want my match. No. Ember Moon needs to have something. Her dialogue needs to be specific to her character, not just like a generated creator wrestler for your diva in NXT 2K18.
Yeah, when she starts talking like that, it makes you feel like she's just playing a character, and she's not the character.
She's not in character. She's just
yeah. All right, let's get to some odds and ends here.
More questions before we go.
Hector asked us if we talked about smacking talk. Did you see this?
I didn't.
Did you see this?
But you told me that it happened.
All right. So Talking Smack was canceled, right?
Right.
Daniel Bryan and Renee Young said, "Hey, after SmackDown, make sure you tune in on Tout, because we're gonna go rogue and have our own episode, non-WWE sanctioned episode." So they put it on Twitter, because Tout's not a thing, but it was on Twitter. They claimed it was on Tout. They were tongue-in-cheek in that part. And they're like, hey, we can't call this Talking Smack, so it's Smacking Talk. So, yeah, hey, Renee, let's talk about it.
Where were they situated?
They were, like, in the back of, like, in front of a production truck or something.
So they didn't even have, like, the desk or anything?
No, they're in the back somewhere. I don't remember what their set was actually at, but they were standing up. And they were like, so let's get yeah, hey, Chad Gable, come over. Hey, Chad, you weren't on tonight's episode. That sucks. Hey, what do you think about Jason Jordan? Oh, really? That's all anybody's ever been asking me about Jason Jordan. Well, you know what? I wasn't even on SmackDown tonight. I wasn't even on the show, but people were still talking to me about Jason Jordan. I was like, all right, this is interesting. I like this. This is cool. And even though it's rogue and it's not really WWE sanctioned.
Or everything that they do.
Yeah, I bet you it is.
Everything
so, I don't know. It was funny. It was I got a nice little chuckle out of it.
Speaking of Talking Smack,
okay,
the best part of BattleGround, I don't want to say best, but the most intense part of BattleGround was Talking Smack. Kevin Owens fucking roasting Renee Young on fucking.
He was roasting the shit out of her.
Like dude, she was just like dust by the time it was over. He just like, oh, you're asking stupid questions. Yeah, you're always wrong. Like just.
You're not Jim from The Office. Quit looking at the camera. You're rolling your eyes.
Fucking serious? And he's like, hey, stop doing that. That's disrespectful. Like, just shitting all over her, dude. And it was like, why? Because he always does
He
that.
was abusing the poor woman.
Dude, this time I was like, dude, that's uncomfortable. And
Yeah.
King Lauder just sitting there like, puppies. He wasn't fucking. He had no. He was like, I'm sorry, I should have defended you more, but I don't know what the hell was going on.
Yeah, I was like, I
That was not in the script.
Yeah. I appreciate you went off the cuff on that.
Yeah,
Man,
that was great.
we didn't even get to mention this.
What?
Who done it?
Who did? Oh, who done
The Fashion X-Files.
Dude, that was almost cringe-worthy, bad, stupid, and it made it good. Like, it was so...
The part where they drug Fandango and he's like...
The part where the Ascension was like...
Yeah,
we did it.
They were like,
oh. That's anticlimactic.
But wait, you guys had 2 tickets to Paradise.
Yeah.
No, we didn't go. Near.
Yeah.
Then the lights go out. Oh, man.
So it's like...
And then you see fucking Breeze. Oh, and it's fucking... Because whenever it was just Breeze at first, right?
Right. Breeze was down and
like,
Fandango was still standing. Like, oh my God.
I thought my theory, what I said last week, was like, oh,
It's one of them turning on the other.
Fandango.
Yeah.
There's the turn.
But then he got
And boom, and he's sitting there, and then he did the fucking Blair Witch style, like
They just dragged him away.
dragging his face. That was so good. That was so good. But then we didn't even have the follow up on SmackDown at all. They didn't even mention it.
And they had even said on BattleGround. Well, I guess we'll find out more.
Dun,
SmackDown.
dun.
Dun, dun. Like,
So, what teams
Nobody
are
does.
left?
Dude, there's no team.
Or is it one dude?
I think where did we hear
Chad
this? Was it
Gable.
me and you here, or who was I with? I was with somebody else.
Somebody said
Where-
Alphas go heel?
No, somebody said the reunion of Harper and Rowan.
Oh, yes. Who said that? Oh, what culture?
What culture?
Yeah, it's like, oh,
Damn
it's
it,
a
yeah.
reunited Harper and Rowan, which makes sense because they're creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
That would make sense, but I don't want to see that, but it would make sense.
I want to see it against them.
But
But that's
their
it.
exact reaction was our reaction. We were like, Harper and Rowan. Fucking Harper. I knew there was somebody that we were missing.
But isn't Harper a face now because he's wearing a black shirt?
Yeah.
He could come back as a heel. Why not?
With no.
Nah, he's good as a face.
Okay, well then who?
Nobody.
Who?
It was a new day.
Who? Alberto Hernandez, your friend. I see 3 jabronis who just made my list. What the hell did we do? I understand why you don't like this guy.
Nobody.
What did
likes
we
this
do?
guy.
We didn't-
We're associates.
We're associates. All right.
I mean, you can't do any worse. Are you going to watch Domination Zone Wrestling or what?
Daniel, welcome. Second week in a
Daniel.
row seeing you here. Welcome, man.
Better late than never. If I sound like a broken record tonight.
He says it leads to Breezango being kidnapped by Harper and Rowan. Being kidnapped? Why not? Would that not take it for you a little bit? Make it
what's his name?
wiggle?
Rowan's trying that clown angle.
Oh, with the Slipknot thing
I
with the
forgot
air.
about that.
Yes, fucking kidnapping clown. It's coming out soon.
Yeah,
Lead it into
maybe.
it. I don't know. I think they're kind of going a little out there with it, but something needs to happen here. And right now they're still over as fuck, especially online, dude. Breezango are over as fuck. They need to capitalize.
One more question before we get out of here, because there's been rumors going out the last couple of days. Thumbs up or thumbs down? Vince McMahon wants to do another superstar shakeup post SummerSlam.
Wow, that's a unanimous thumbs down from us.
Yeah,
You can't even have. You don't even have any. You barely have traction on anything.
yeah. Work with what you got, man.
When was the last one? Has it been a calendar year since?
No,
Dude, it was the week after WrestleMania.
Okay, then no.
Well. If you're not gonna have a yearly draft, then a superstar shakeup every half year is fine.
It hasn't even been a half year yet. Mania?
4 months.
Their version of half years is fucking WrestleMania is here and SummerSlam is here. Then they flip flop between those two. That's their semesters for them. I don't know if they're
So between SummerSlam, there's Survivor Series and the Rumble,
Yeah.
and then WrestleMania is like, nah. It has to be done after Survivor Series.
You're asking a Mexican do math.
Y'all both work. Don't
I
even
was like
deal with numbers.
18
No.
still in algebra 1A, so I ain't really, no, dude, work with what you have. Raw, you have endless fucking superstars on Raw. Give somebody something. Chad Gable's on SmackDown not doing anything. Give him something. The women, they got plenty of women to go around.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah.
No,
you don't
Daniel
need to say
says in the chat that there's a Forbes article going around that might be eliminating the brand split altogether. Really? Did y'all see this?
That's
No,
way too
I didn't
soon.
see
They
that.
put all this.
It's too soon for a fucking draft.
They're doing
Or
a lot of.
shakeup.
They're doing a lot of cost cutting. You know.
Yeah,
they
they
got
are.
rid of
That's
Pyro.
exactly.
They got rid of Pyro. They got rid of.
Is that what they actually did?
Yes, I remember reading that specifically. They're getting rid of
I
all
did not
Pyro.
know that. I did not know that, and it makes
So
sense.
Becky Lynch is
maybe save it for
the
pay-per-views, or I would even say save it for the big four.
Yeah,
But even then, like no Pyro.
that's why.
Why are they cost cutting? Is it because they're losing, or is it just because
That's
just
the
a
rude
cost cut?
question. What was the rude question? Hector had some question about Bobby Roode. I don't even see it now. Oh, here it is. Do you think WWE will get money on the Roode appearance on GFW, even if it's pre-taped?
no?
He's showing up on GFW.
I didn't know that, but
I didn't know.
But they've done something like that in the past, but it was a TNA, but it was a trade.
Yeah, because
Christian-
It was Christian for Slammiversary. At Dallas. I was there for that.
It was
He introduced like the top moment of TNA's history.
Yeah, and that was to
to
avoid some sort of special litigation, right?
have somebody on the TNA DVD, I think.
Yeah,
Something weird like
it
that.
was
Yeah,
some weird shit.
I don't know. Bobby Roode, I don't care. GFW, I really don't care. So,
Yeah.
so
But now I was seeing GFW is doing this thing where it's like, hey, you see these guys that are big now? Well, they were with us first, although they weren't because GFW wasn't GFW.
yeah.
They're doing the whole with Bobby Roode and with somebody else that are like big in NXT and WWE. Like, oh, but remember before they were this, they were Impact Original. That's what they're calling them now. So they're just trying to fucking name drop.
I don't know. With them inviting Dixie over for that Kurt Angle special, I'd imagine that somebody had a meeting with Dixie in some back room of Titan Tower saying, hey, what's actually going on over there? Is there any way we can get our hands on those tapes? Do you know what's going on? What's the structure? Who do we
Pennies
talk
on the dollar?
Yeah, it's like, hey, you're over here talking with us now. Finally, there's no beef between us. Let's bury the hatchet.
Fuck Jeff Jarrett.
Fuck Jeff Jarrett.
Fuck that all.
How can you help me fuck him?
Yeah.
I bet you that meeting happened.
Mm-hmm.
He likes watching while you do it to Karen.
Ooh.
Do we end the show with that?
I guess so. Unless there was anything else in here. Women's tournament, they dropping the ball with it. I don't know. Haven't watched it. Don't want to see any spoilers.
I haven't seen any spoilers, so I can't say if they have or not. But no matter which way they go in this tournament, I think that's fine. You're showcasing women all around the world wrestling. I have a new bae, Dakota Kai, and the Chinita with the Japanese girl with the elbow drop. Man, I want to see that shit every day. Tessa.
Tessa Blanchard,
and that Brazilian broad.
Friend of the show.
Fuck.
Yes, friend of the show.
That Brazilian broad.
Yeah, the Natty and
Natty and Renee Young
love child.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Dude, nah. You bring those. You show me those girls, and I'll watch them wrestle.
All right. I think we're done now.
Good show.
Good
week in wrestling.
Thank you so much.
Good week to be a wrestling fan.
Thank you so much for joining us, guys. We very much
If
appreciate
you didn't
it.
join us, you know what happens to people who don't don't join us live?
What happens?
We'll get to it next week.
Oh, okay. We'll get to it next week.
We're
All
going
right.
to get to a lot of Japanese shit next week, too. So bring the rice.
Adios, my friends. Keep it classy.
Toodles. I haven't seen that shirt in a while, man. Remember we used to like Dalton Castle?
Yeah, I like Dalton Castle still.
Yeah. Have you watched any Ring of Honor?
No.
Hypocrite.
Yeah, I know. But as far as we had a DZW little watch party for I'm still talking. Watch party there for BattleGround. That was fun. Some people should.
What was the best potluck that was taken there?
Racism.
There were some like unicorn cookies that were made. Those were actually pretty good. I don't know what they were made out of, but there were cookies with like different colors, and they tasted good. I liked them. But I took some potatoes, and they weren't good. They were a little underdone. They could have been in a slow cooker for another 30 minutes or so.
Calling you out, whoever made those damn potatoes.
That was me. I made the potatoes.
Oh, yeah.
I said I made them. I fucked up.
Yeah, don't give out business cards with them badass but then awful potatoes.
Okay.
God damn.
But next time WWE pay-per-view, SummerSlam, I'm sure they're gonna have another potluck get together out in Katy.
Save
Texas.
me some, because I'm gonna be far from Katy.
There you go. All right.
Favorite Linkin Park song?
Oh, don't ask me that. I would get confused.
Break stuff.
Yes,
That's Abel's response. Break stuff.
I did it all for the nookie.
For those unicorn cookies.
For those unicorn cookies.
And stick them up here. Well,
yeah. You know what? There was some jambalaya that was made. That was really good too. Oh god. Yeah, they had some really good jambalaya. Are you doing more DZW commentating? Yes, Hector, I am.
He's the official guy.
Yes. In fact, I believe that episode 2 is going to be coming out tomorrow night.
He believes.
I believe. I don't have that confirmed quite yet. It should be. I believe. There's been some hiccups along the way.
If you haven't watched episode 1, I watched part of it.
The parts that he wasn't on?
No, mostly to critique Abel, and it wasn't that much to critique. He did a good, solid job. Solid job for a first little thing.
Oh, thank you.
Well, he's been behind the mic before with the NWA. You have that on your resume.
And for this.
Yeah, they made a movie out of that NWA thing, I heard.
Yeah.
Travis and I do a very good job of trying to bring you back down to our level.
Yes.
So I would not put this on the application. I don't even put this on my resume.
Yeah.
No.
All right. That's that. Bye-bye, guys.
Thrice in 4 months?
Bye.
Yeah, son of a bitch.